And we on it.
Gia back up in this. She's the 18, man. You already know. About to check out this little old prospect tonight, man. David Morrell Jr. He come from Cuba. The Escuela de Boxeo, if I ain't mistaken, he like 130 and 2 as an amateur. If I ain't mistaken, man, I think he got like 3 professional fights, maybe 4 professional fights. I call him a prospect, but hell, he got like a minor title already, so I might not be able to call him a prospect. But he's pretty talented though, man. He like 6'1", got a 78.5-inch reach. That's some very long arms for that height. Salute to Zay, man. What's going down with you? First in the building. Yeah, we just about to check this dude out tonight. But like I said, the guy can fight.
Zay, salute, bro. What's happening? D in the building. Salute.
Salute. I can't even see nobody else that came in. D, what's up with it? 21-5-19. Say salute Marlo Trey X in the corner. DB in the building. Salute to you. Say salute, salute, my people. Marvelous Marlo and Trey X, the GOAT on the World Wide Web, man. Appreciate you pulling up.
Salute, fam.
Zay said he just cooling at work. Yeah, we got you covered. Don't even worry about it, man. We got, like I said, we got this prospect tonight. He might be somebody, man. I done watched a few of his fights. He looked like he got a pretty decent punch with his left hand. He a southpaw. Like I said, he's 6'1" and he got a 78.5-inch reach. So if you look at Leonardo da Vinci's Peruvian man, his reach will be about 73 inches, and it's 5.5 inches longer than that. So we got some long ass Jimmy Bivens gorilla arms out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna see what he's talking about, because some people were saying that he gonna be a problem in a 168-pound division. Like he might give somebody like Canelo some problems. So we're gonna see. This is his toughest test tonight. He going up against Alantez Fox. That's the brother of Michael Fox that got cheated a couple of months ago on ESPN, I think. Salute to my boy El Fenici. I thought I smelled a goat, this motherfucker. What's up, bro? Said I'm in this motherfucker early front row seat. Salute to the block familiar, man. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. About to check out these fights. I know we got a lot of shit going on. I'm over here mad at myself too, man, because I made a bad pick on the Champ Ross. It was this fight. This guy's last name was Gongora, and he fought this dude named LaRon Richards or something like that. And I looked up the damn amateur records, and I saw LaRon Richards was 91-9 as an amateur. And I went against my own judgment, picked against him, and now I'm over here eating crow. Salute to my boy Pecos Bill. There's MZ Talk Boxing. Say peace and blessings. Goddamn, salute to you.
Caca! I knew I smelled the goat when I walked up to this thing, man. El Fenici, salute, bro. MZ, salute.
GL said Fox going to test his metal. I mean, you know, he do got the height and the reach and stuff like that, but he has been stopped not that long ago. He got stopped against Leon Williams before Williams fought against Andrade. So I think it's a good chance he gonna go out here and get stopped tonight. DB said, my girl said, put on your boy from Texas again to mute the TV. I told her that's always the mode of operation or something like that, man. Definitely appreciate you, bro. Square business. DB at OG. Salute OG. That peace boxing fam, man. I guess there ain't no sense of asking y'all who y'all got tonight, since we all pretty much gonna be picking this kid, David Morrell Jr. But hey, this is the toughest test for him tonight, man. So hopefully he got somebody that can fight back, and we'll get a chance to catch him a few rounds, because last time I saw him fight, I think he only went like 1 or 2 rounds or something like that, and I ain't get a chance to see him enough. So hopefully we get a chance to see this guy go 7, 8, 9 rounds tonight. Pecos Bill said, what's good? I made some bad picks. Oh, you in Ross? I had went over there and looked to see who all picked Gongora. I was happy. I only saw one person pick LaRon Richards. So everybody pretty much eating crow on the same picks, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't even see your picks over there. Yeah, man. But out of everybody, I just saw one. I gotta say salute to my boy D-Lo for boxing. I was gonna wait till he come up in here. But last weekend, that motherfucker got first place on the Champ Ross, and he made a clutch ass pick. I'm talking about he picked a damn draw. And if he wouldn't have made this pick, he would have been tied for 8th. But this pick put him in first. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give some props to the motherfucker, man. DB said Morrell, but Alantez Fox is solid, but he just not elite. Nah, he ain't elite, but he'll come fight back. That's one thing I like about them Fox brothers. I was looking at some history shit not that long ago too. It was this guy that fought, I think, in World War II and his last name was Fox. And that shit made me look. I had to go on Google and look it up to see if this motherfucker was their grandfather. I swear to God, because I got respect for the Fox brothers, man. They ain't the most talented, but they ain't no punks either. They gonna come fight back. You know what I'm saying? El Fenici said, now how you do against the amateur background? Not so fast. I'm taking Fox. Go ahead and take Fox, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to serve some crow too. But yeah, man, that shit got me sick over here. My fighter went out there and lost by a split decision, and I knew to go with the dude with the deeper amateur background. 91-9. But what made me not take him though is because the guy come from the UK. And a lot of the time when I be making my picks, it be on UK fighters that'll blow your whole ticket up. Everything going good until you get to that UK fighter. So I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take this other guy, and I'm over here paying for that shit, man. So hopefully I can still cover some ground, because I'm in third place right now and I'm trying to get back in first place. Some guy named Nick Harmon in first, Toby Bartlett in second. I'm in third, D-Lo for boxing in fourth. He over there trying to catch us on. Speaking of the devil, he just brought his ghost smelling ass up in here. What's up, bro? Salute to D-Lo for boxing. I was just telling everybody about the clutch pick that you made last weekend with that draw that you picked. And I'm over here heated, man, because I picked that Gongora dude over LaRon Richards. But we're going to come back with something. D-Lo said, which fight you just got done talking about? I was talking about that Gongora versus LaRon Richards fight. I saw that LaRon Richards was a southpaw too, man. I noticed a lot of the time on the Channel Ross, when you got them southpaws, man, they be getting them upsets. Salute to Dago, Ali Dago, I think, was going down. Bruce Gold's in the building. That's the OG. Say salute my brothers Marlo'S, Corn and Trey, some Blast and some Cali Dream and some Tahoe Cookie Mix. That's what's up, man. I got a nice little old stash over here right now too. I got some gelato. I got some Gorilla Glue number 4. I got some I got like 4 strain. My mind just went blank in this motherfucker. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to go look at the packaging and shit again. But I definitely got some gelato and GG number 4 on deck. What you got over there in your gas pump, bro?
I got some Berry White and some 5150. About to go crazy over here.
I ain't never had the 5150. I had that Berry White though. That shit like a 50-50 hybrid. You know what I'm saying? L said he gave you the UK spook. Yeah, he spooked me, man. I swear them UK fighters be them blow up picks, man. I swear to God, they'll blow up a parlay in a minute. Even though this wasn't no parlay. Let me know how my Wi-Fi sounded, man, because I just saw that my shit was over here buffering.
It cut out on my end.
Yeah, it cut out. Yeah, I ain't surprised. Oh, let me see if I can fix something real quick. I got a bunch of devices on. Let me take some of this shit out of Wi-Fi and see if it clear up for me. Moody Trey, what a salute to you. What's going down?
Salute, fam. Bruce Gold, salute. Dago, salute. What's good with it? D-Lo in the building. What's good, bro?
It's a particular motherfucker that I'm waiting to come up in here. I can't wait till he get here. D-Lo said, I'm smoking on that Joseph Parker, so you know it's weak as well. Why? I ain't even see the fight, bro. I was looking at your video when I was getting ready to do the live stream and shit, so I ain't leave no comment. I'm gonna go back and leave one later on. But I was listening to what you was saying, how the dude was putting hands on Gisora, but he wouldn't take chances and take risks to go ahead and try to close the show. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that ain't too surprising though, because that seemed to be who Joseph Parker is. I don't really know him to be a killer, even though he got like a pretty decent knockout percentage. You know what I'm saying? But just about every single time I take Joseph Parker, I take him by decision. I only took him by knockout on the Channel Ross one time since I've been doing this shit. And he did score a knockout that night, to my credit, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, that man go out there and win by decision. Dago said a lot of people pick Malik to beat Hitchens. I couldn't understand why. Yeah, I had picked Hitchens on the Channel Ross. I can't remember what I picked him by. I might have picked him by majority decision or something like that. I got to go back and check. Bruce Gold said, I like that Parker Gisora fight. Well, shit, I can't think of too many fights that Gisora is in a boring fight. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, he gonna come bring the action, try to get on the inside, go to the body with the hook, come come back upstairs with the foe. He always an action-packed type of fights, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't surprised about it. Okay, I don't know who these cats they got in the ring right now. I'm trying to see what the implications on the Chan Ross. I guess in a second I'll go and see what my picks is and shit, man. I just been kind of just flabbergasted, I guess I could say, because my goddamn pick that I made, man, going against my damn amateur background, man. But I'm gonna quit crying about it in a minute. I just want to beat these boys, man. I'm competitive. El Fenici said, I'm about to celebrate. Give me my good batch to welcome me back in. All right, man. I got something for you. I got some nice shit, man. You know they got the Delta 8 down there in Texas right now, man. I've been ordering that shit from all over the country. I'm talking about California. I got some from Kentucky. I think it was Kentucky, man. It's been a few places, man. I think I got some from Florida too. I've been all different kind of companies and shit I've been getting it from. I've been happy about it too, man. That shit been having me sleeping good in this hole. I've been on the tinctures and all kind of shit, gummies. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I got tincture, I got gummies, I got all kind of shit. But yeah, man. D-Lo said Parker fought better than usual, but yes, he was timid in spots and such. I think maybe I'm just having one of my over 40 mad fight fan days. I mean, shit, you want to see a dude step on the gas and take it out the hands of the judges, man. Anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no problem with it. It kind of remind me of Emmanuel Stewart when he was training a lot of fighters. Klitschko, Lennox Lewis, he would get on their ass like, hey, man, what is you doing fucking around out here? Step to this dude and put some hard shots on him and get him up out of here. We ain't got time to be playing around. We don't get paid for overtime. So if you got a chance to end this shit, because you never know what'll happen. Like, let's say you ease off a guy when you got a chance to get him out of there, and then all of a sudden it's an accidental head clash or something like that, and that changed the whole dynamic of the fight. You could have avoided that if you stepped to the dude, put hard shots on him, and got him out of there. But since you've been fucking around, you done open up some opportunities for him. So yeah, I'm definitely with that, man. She up to him. Put some hands on him. Pecos Bill said, you want some wine with that cheese? You mean you want some cheese with that wine with your drunk ass? D'Lo said, I thought it was a damn good fight, but Parker was still on this BS. Yeah, I had saw the scores of the fight. I think I saw 115 to 111 two times and 114 to 112 one time. So just looking at the scores, it looked like it was a pretty competitive fight. But I did see in the article that they said that the scores don't reflect the dominance of Joseph Parker. Anthony said, facts, Trey, ain't no time and a half. No, ain't no time and a half. We don't get paid for overtime, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, too, man, like in boxing, we got to sell ourselves. Chicks dig knockouts. They don't dig big men, especially when it comes to big men. Ain't nobody trying to see no big heavyweight motherfuckers going the distance. The reason that the heavyweight division is so appealing is because it can end at any moment. All it takes is one shot to get a motherfucker out of there. Ain't nobody trying to see you go the distance. So we got to sell ourselves, man. If you got a chance to go out there and close the show and put yourself in the good graces of the public because they seeing you as an action type fighter and somebody that's going to give them their money's worth, we got to take advantage of that. Going out there, going the distance is not going to help us sell the next fight. You know, that's the way they got to think about that shit too. It ain't just about tonight. We got to sell the next fight too. And we go out there and get a knockout, that's going to help. D'Lo said, yep, Stewart gave Vlad hell for how he fought against Ibragimov at Madison Square Garden. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't even know what that is, bro. I'm coming here making me sound like a casual now. He said, I think Parker dropped him like 3 times. Maybe the judges penalized Parker for bitch ass. Yeah, that's what the article said. He said he went out there and dropped him 3 times. And I can see that happening because, you know, Jazor, he coming straight to you, walking straight in the front door. He ain't got a lot of head movement. You know what I'm saying? He can bob weave a little bit, but it ain't going to be consistent for the whole fight. So if you can catch him on the way in with like a check hook or something like that, I definitely can see you dropping him. Salute the Junior, the Super Dog. What's going down? Say salute Marlo, Trey X, and everyone in the gym. Pulled up late. Shit, better late than never.
Salute, fam.
Yeah. They're about to check out these fights, man. There ain't going to be nothing major tonight. I think this card only lasts like 2 hours. It go from like 7 to 9. Central or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even checked the schedule to see what we got coming up, but when I had looked at it last week, it looked like we might be going into some pretty decent fights. I know one thing, I'm over here mad as hell about Marcus Brown last night, man. What the hell is going on with Marcus Brown? I was saying for a long time, I felt like he had some pretty decent skills and he have a chance to go out there and give Better B some problems. I officially picked Better B by knockout in 9 rounds on the Champ Ross on them boys because it was a 9th round knockout, so I got that. But at the same time, man, Marcus Brown got off to a good start in the fight. I thought he won the first 3 rounds, and then to me, it looked like he just stopped fighting. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit up against the ropes in the hot guard and let this big motherfucker beat on you all night. You got to come back with something. And then at the same time, the way he started the fight, he was out there boxing, moving and grooving, being too slick, being too fast for the dude. And then he just started fighting his fight. And then I can't remember what round it was. I think it was the 4th round. They had an accidental head clash. And I had a feeling in my mind. I said, man, this fight right here is about to turn into a dog fight. And so far with Marcus Brown, he 0-1 in dog fights because he lost that dog fight against the guy from Canada, John Pascal. That was a dog fight, and he lost that fight. So I said, God damn, man, he might be in trouble because this shit turning into a dog fight. Hopefully, he can stay tough mentally and stay with his game plan and continue to box and frustrate Better B. But that ain't what he did. He fought his fight, and he let Better B go to the liver with the hook, come upstairs with the right hand and drop him. And that was the end. Well, not the end, the very end, but it was the beginning of the end. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, Marcus Brown, I'm disappointed in you, my brother. Did you get a chance to check that fight out, bro? Marcus Brown versus Better B.
No, I just saw the highlights. I ain't even know how they both was ended up bloody and shit. But no, I ain't look at it.
They had an accidental head clash. The way they got so bloody. Marcus Brown opened up a Badu Jack type of cut on the forehead of Better B. He gonna have some scar tissue moving forward. That was a pretty tough cut. He was bleeding from like round 4 through 9. You know what I'm saying? He was just bleeding consistently. But man, that motherfucker Marcus Brown let me down. I thought he was gonna at least come fight back. And the whole time I'm sitting up there thinking about my boy El Fenici, because El Fenici, he always say that Marcus Brown ain't got no dog. I'm saying El Fenici. Actually, both of us have been saying that shit for a long time, that the man don't have no dog. And the shit showed up. Eric R, salute to you. Say salute, family. He said eating crow for Brown. Yeah. I ain't eating crow for the motherfucker, but I'm disappointed, man, because I was pulling for Brown. Like, man, I'm literally over here looking at this shit, like feeling butterflies in my stomach almost, because I'm pulling for this guy. I wanted him to win. D-Lo said, I paid $100 for the app, so I prepaid in advance for the right to gripe. Goddamn it. D-Lo said, I paid 8th-round knockout. Marcus fell off a cliff after round 3, fell straight off a cliff, especially after the headbutt, bro, because it turned it from a boxing match into a dog fight. It's just boxing. Salute to you. Say salute Marlon Contreras in the cone. D-Lo say salute to him. L said Marcus Brown is good, just not good enough. And then it also goes back to the amateur record too, because he was only 57-6. And I thought they kind of showed up in the fight because, you know, Better B was 295-5. So however you feel about him, he do got 300 amateur fights. And to me, that shit showed up, especially the way he started attacking Brown, because he started finding adjustments on Brown. Because he's like at first he would work the jab, lead right hand a little bit. When he throw the right hand, Marcus Brown would dip down. So he started throwing the 2-5 combination. Straight right hand, come back with the left uppercut. Left uppercut is a good weapon to use against a southpaw. So I did like the adjustments that Better B made. He would throw that 2, come back with the 5, then he'll come around the guard with the 4. And that shit started finding the home on Marcus Brown. So I'll give Better B some props on that. Marcus Brown, he got to stay with it, man. Stay with the drawing board. Keep on getting experience and keep on trying to get better. If this is what he want to do. That's something that stood out to my mind because, like, when he stopped fighting back, I was thinking, like, is this what you want to do? You 31 years old. You kind of like in the crossroads right now. I know he was just in a championship fight, but this is his second loss in 3 fights. You see what I'm saying? So it kind of felt like he was at a crossroads. This is what you want to do. Do you want to be a fighter? Do you want to be a championship fighter? I think the answer is yes, and that's the reason he relocated to Dallas so he can start working with Derrick James. Well, if that's still your same goal, you got to get to the drawing board, man, and get in the gym. Jesse Morris, salute to you. Say salute to the corner, Marlo and Trey X. L said, even with Marcus Brown, the underdog, I don't pick him. He do got some talent, man. That's one reason why I thought he might have a chance. He just ain't got the heart, and he ain't got the understanding of where the fight is going. You know what I'm saying? Pecos Bill says salute to the new people. D'Lo said, wasn't he the same one who cut Jack with the headbutt as well? Yeah, that's why I said he gave him a Badu Jack type of headbutt. But yeah, that's it. I don't know what it is about Marcus Brown, but if you're an orthodox fighter and you fight him, it's a good chance y'all might have a head clash and he'll open up a big ass cut on your forehead or something. Eric Carr said, bro, Brown acting like Willie Monroe Jr. and letting cats down. That's a good comparison. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, when Willie Monroe, when he fought against Golovkin, I picked Monroe. I'm gonna be honest. A crow like a motherfucker, man, because I wasn't a big believer in Golovkin. And Willie Monroe was a pretty good athlete. He ain't got the most power, but he do got some mobility. He can throw some combinations and stuff. I like the way he looked at in that 154-pound tournament when he beat I can't even think of this guy's name, man. He be fighting on that Freddie Roach shit. He fought on it twice. He fought against Charlo too, and he went the distance against Charlo. A lot of people thought he was gonna get knocked out, including me, but he went the distance. I can't think of his name, but Willie Monroe, he beat him on a tournament on Friday Night Fights. And that made me kind of like Willie Monroe with his athleticism. So I picked him against Golovkin and A. Crow. He went out there and let me down. D'Lo said, share, like, and invite. Yeah, definitely would appreciate that. Pecos Bill said, Hammerhead Brown. Hammerhead Brown. I don't even know what that is, bro. D'Lo said, if you open up two epic cuts like that via headbutt, you need to pay motherfucking doctor bills at the very least. Okay, yeah, Brandon Adams is his name. Brandon Adams is the guy that Willie Monroe beat for that in that tournament on Friday Night Fights. Probably what was that, like 10 years ago or something like that. But yeah, I was kind of impressed with Willie Monroe. And I guess I gotta say I was impressed with Brandon Adams too. Because moving forward, he can show me that he a tough, well-schooled fighter, even though he don't have a deep amateur background. I like the way he get his head off the line when he shoot a jab. That's the number one thing that I like. Because he like a shorter type fighter. He want to get on the inside and get some work in. And he done got some upset victories too. I picked against him in his last fight. If I think it was his last fight, I picked against him and got the fight wrong. He went out there and stopped that motherfucker on that Thursday night fight shit. Salute to J8. What's going down? Say salute, y'all. Glad to catch the live. Appreciate you pulling up. He said, Marlo Trey, salute. Yeah, salute to you. Who you got tonight? We got one person that's taking Alantez Fox. For the most part, everybody taking David Morrell Jr. But it's really like a no-brainer, man. Ain't no way in hell Alantez Fox about to come in here and beat no David Morrell tonight. He don't have no advantages in no category except for the height. I give him that because he is like 6'5". And this kid, David Morrell, he's 6'1". But he got some long-ass arms, man. The man got a 78.5-inch reach. He's 6'1", but he got a 6'6" man's reach, 6'6.5". Those some very long arms, man. He kind of remind me of Jimmy Bivens with them long-ass arms. J.A. said, what's y'all thoughts on the Alantez Fox tonight? I think he got a real chance in this fight. I don't think he got a shot in hell. I don't think he got a shot, bro. The only shot that I think he got is that he is the best opponent that Morrell has fought so far. You know what I'm saying? So, with the height and stuff, it's a chance that he might go out there and surprise him. And by Morrell being 6'1", most of the time he gonna be the taller man in the fight. So this is the time we get to see him going against a taller man. So the dynamic can change. But I just think he got too much amateur background and shit, bro. I think it's too much of a skill gap for him. J.A. said Morrell got no experience. Yeah, I know he ain't got but like 3-4 fights. But as an amateur, he was 130-2, and he coming out that Cuban boxing school, man. So I'm gonna go on ahead and roll with him. But we'll see tonight. We definitely gonna see. L says, shit, where there's a will, there's a way. I just need Fox to bring that dog. Well, I don't really look at him as like a straight dog. I do look at him as a fighter that got some toughness. I think he'll soldier in there. I but when I say that, I'm looking at that as far as toughness. I don't look at him as a dog like he gonna step to you and just consistently put hard shots on your ass. You trying to get away from him, he putting that jab on you, coming back with the right hand, going to the body. No, I don't see it like that. I see him on the outside, moving and grooving, trying to work the jab, come back with the right hand, try to fight like a smart type fight. You know what I'm saying? So I do think he's tough, but I'm not sure if he a straight dog yet, though. D'Lo said, "Oh hell, just because you said that, some wild shit might happen." Well, it is boxing. You know, these motherfuckers ain't paraplegic. Shit, they some grown men. They got two hands. They got 2 feet. Shit, you never know what's gonna happen. You know, it done been bigger upsets in boxing before, but I just can't see it happening. And if he go to a decision, I don't see him getting no decision over Morrell. You know what I'm saying? I think he pretty much got to go out there and knock Morrell out, and I don't think he's gonna be able to do that. And I want to see how Alantez Fox deals with this southpaw stance for Morrell too. You know what I'm saying? That's like a X factor in the fight because he had problems against Andrade, Alantez Fox. Andrade is a southpaw, and I know that Andrade is a high level southpaw, but I'm just saying that showed me some evidence that Alantez Fox might have some problems with that stance. So we got another southpaw coming in tonight. So we gonna see. JA say he have to box him. He can't trade. No, he can't trade. He gonna have to box him. You gonna have to make a fight a perfect type of fight. D'Lo said, did I overlook this fight on Channel Ross? I don't think I made a pick. No. I don't think this shit was on the Channel Ross. You know, we have fights on the Channel Ross from like 3 different cards. The card from last night, that Tyron Woodley bullshit, Israel Madrimov. As a matter of fact, that was yesterday. Yeah, so we had Better Beeve and Madrimov yesterday. And then today we had Joseph Parker, and we got this card right here. So it's fights coming from like 4 different cards. So he couldn't put everything on there. D'Lo said, I'm gonna go with Morrell by KO in 5. I don't even remember what I picked, man. I'm gonna have to go check in a minute. I think I took him by like 7 or something like that, but I'm gonna go check. D'Lo said, yeah, I think Leon Williams is a southpaw too, maybe not. Now, Leon Williams is an orthodox fighter. That's why Andre was able to step in with their lead right uppercut from the southpaw stance and land that shit all night. Because when you're going against the opposite stance, if you step in with the uppercut with the lead hand, you can catch him with a shot that he don't see coming. As a matter of fact, Tank Davis landed the same uppercut against Pitbull Cruz a few weeks ago. Pitbull was stepping to him, caught a straight lead right uppercut from Tank Davis. And when I called the fight, I was like, hey, I said that's the exact same punch that Andre was putting on Leon Williams. D'Lo said, Woodley, I thought the motherfuckers fight tonight. When Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley fight. And the reason I say that is because on the Channel Ross, we was picking Amanda Serrano, and a lot of the time Amanda Serrano, she fight on the same card with Jake Paul. So that made me think the fight was tonight. Hey, bro, do you know when is Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley supposed to fight? Is that shit tonight or tomorrow? Because I know they just had the weigh in.
Nah, I don't even know. I thought the same thing as you. I thought because it was pay per view too, so I assumed that was the fight. I know she ain't pay per view by herself.
Yeah, I thought that shit was tonight. Bush God returns. What's up with it? Salute. He said tonight. Okay, yeah, they fight tonight. I thought they fight tonight. Eric Carr said boxing need 5 to 6 young guns to follow the Haney blueprint, so they quit signing with promotions like Top Ranking PBC. I get sense. That also take me back to Sugar Ray Leonard. Hell, we can go back further than Devin Haney. When Sugar Ray Leonard first turned pro, he had started he turned himself into like a corporation or some shit. And he had stockholders. And he promised the stockholders that if they invest in his corporation, like invest in him, that he was gonna have their dividends back in like a timely fashion. But whatever his parameters for the time was, he beat that time. And all his investors made a profit on him. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't go out there taking the conventional route. So we can go back to Sugar Ray Leonard with that shit too. DB said, yeah, Woodley and them fight tonight. All right, I thought they fight tonight. I hope Woodley go out there and do something, but I think Jake Paul gonna beat him again though. D'Lo said, okay, thanks for the correction. These fights start to run together for me. Yeah, it's like 4 cards in one weekend, man. So that's That's easy to happen. You know what I'm saying? Bush guy said this tonight. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah, because like I said, I picked Amanda Serrano on the card earlier. So Jesse Moore said, yeah, that shit tonight. I had saw Lamont Rose Jr. had fought tonight too. I think he fight on that DAZN card. He fighting a guy with like 10 losses on his record or some shit. D'Lo said, I thought you were saying Woodley was on the card. My bad. No, yeah, you know I'm talking about Tyron Woodley, man. The Jake Paul after that Kerr-ass Tommy Fury pulled out the fight. But I guess I can't say that. He might have had some good reasons to pull out the fight. But when I went back and started looking at their box record a little bit, because I ain't gonna lie, I looked at Tommy Fury to see if he was gonna represent boxing and go out here and beat Jake Paul. And I was looking at the records of them dudes he was fighting, motherfuckers that were 1-20 and shit. I said, man, this motherfucker, man, he ain't fought nobody. Shit, I might be able to go out there and whoop that motherfucker my own self. I keep on glancing back at the fight, man, and see what they doing. They often there trying to get their paper a little bit. Seem like the energy might be kind of low because the main thing was yesterday with Better Be. But I had to take a little time, man. Connect with family and shit. My little sister's birthday was last weekend, you know what I'm saying? So I had to take a little time, man, because you know, we be making sacrifices to come in this hole and call these fights. It be all kind of shit going on. I'm always like, nah, I can't because I got to call the fight tonight. So I just said, man, let me go ahead and be a big brother for once. You know what I'm saying? Eric Ross said, good shit, trade the history. Independent is great for legacy in this day and age. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Scrapbook Boxing, the number one historian in the game. Be on this video down there every day. But yeah, having change is good, man. Keep on doing the same thing the exact same way, and we expecting something different. They making us all some crazy motherfucker. They making us all insane. We seeing the same thing happen over and over again, and we expecting something different as a result. You know what I'm saying? Bagos Bill said, I got money on you, X over Paul. Yeah. Nigga, if I fought Jake Paul, man, you better go and withdraw everything out your account and go bet it on your boy X. I've been around this sport I started 14. I'm 37, 23 years. I've been associated with this sport, and this motherfucker been doing this for a couple of years, and he about to come with me. And I got the deeper amateur background. Y'all know I like to say that shit. Yeah, your boy X was an open class fighter, nigga. I got the amateur background. D'Lo said, yeah, I think Tommy had to pull out because during the pre-fight physical, they discovered that it's not. Square business. I won't be surprised, man. He don't really look like a fighter anyway. When I first looked at him, I was like, damn, that dude a fighter. It looked like he trying to be an Instagram model or something. You know what I'm saying? But I did look him up, and I was like, okay, his last name is Fury. Maybe he will go out there and do something. And I saw that the odds makers had him as a slight favorite in the fight. But I think that's a damn shame for him. You a professional fighter. You undefeated. You've been fighting professional this whole time, and you are minus 165 favorite over Jake Paul. How the fuck that happened? If you're a real fighter going against Jake Paul, you supposed to be like a 10-1 favorite, 20-1 favorite. You less than a 2-1 favorite. Like, man, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see y'all laughing at D-Lo crazy ass, man. Yeah, I don't think they got nothing. I like the way his dad was handling that shit, though. He said, and Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury said, man, if this motherfucker can't beat Jake Paul, he needs to change his name. he ain't no Fury. Yeah, that's square business, man. Ain't no win here. And I hope this dude, well, I ain't gonna say I hope, but I'm interested to see how Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. gonna do tonight. I think he fight tonight. He fighting a guy that got like 6 losses or something like that on his record. I know a lot of people are probably down on Chavez Jr. I am too, because he embarrassed me when he went out there and lost to Anderson Silva. But I'm thinking that he might have a bounce back tonight and go out here and stop this guy. Say, bro, in the channel, Ross, how did you pick that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight? I had took him by stoppage in like 6 rounds.
I took Chavez Jr. because I figured they gonna give his ass a light touch for that motherfucking embarrassment that nigga put on the game.
Embarrassment he put on the game, oh man.
And that shit was a shit show, man. Let Silver come in the box and put a clinic on the dumb ass.
Damn
But I
shame.
picked him in 6 though.
I think we locked in on that, man. Hey, don't make us look dumb 2 times in a row, Chavez. Go out there and show something, man. L said, I think I will put something on my boy X. I'm trying to cash out. Yeah, cash out, man. Derek Bailey, that's the man I've been waiting on. Derek Bailey, man. Come on, my brother. We got to tighten up on the Chan Ross. You can't come over there and come in dead last, my brother. You got to represent the corner. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we don't go over there and come in dead last, Derek Bailey. You got to come back with something, my brother. J8, but salute to you though. But we got to come back with something now. J8 said, what's your thought about Marcus Brown? He ain't look right. Shit, I had already broke down the fight, but yeah, he ain't look right to me either. He didn't even look like a fighter. He stopped fighting. He was out there boxing the man easy. I'm talking about the first 3 rounds. He out there boxing this man, turning the man, lead foot dominance, touch him with the jab, go to the body with the left hand. And then after the head clash, he stopped fighting. Like he wasn't even throwing punches back. It was times that better be if he'll throw 5-punch combination and Marcus Brown don't even come back with nothing. Yeah, that shit bothered me, man. So yeah, I guess you could say he didn't look right, but you got to tighten up. D-Lo said that's when they realized he may have that condition, when his dad and brother had to do all the talking for him. Salute to the queen. That's La Deep. She said, what's up to Trey X? She said, what's up to Marlo? D-Lo said, I picked Julio Cesar Chavez by knockout in 6, but it hurts. So it sounds like we all around the same ballpark then, man. We took Chavez in 6. I think that's what I took. I know Marlo just said that's what he took. Derek Bailey said, I know I was in the damn basement. Yeah, man, that hurt my heart. That hurt my soul, my spirit when I seen you in very last place, my brother. You know what I'm saying? We got to represent over there now. D-Lo said, yeah, Trey X, we have to do an intervention to get the fuck back up on, hold on. We have to do an intervention to get the fam back up the list. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, you know I'm saying this with love too, Derek Bailey. You know I'm going to talk my shit, man. But hey, I'm pulling for you. We got to come back with something. But I'm over here mad though, man. I'm going to say it one more time, then I'm going to leave it alone. I went against my amateur backgrounds. I picked this dude, Gongora, over LaRon Richards, who was 91-9 as an amateur, man. So, hey, I'm getting on Derek Bailey, but I have started this week off with a dumbass pick, at least for the day anyway. You know what I'm saying? La D said, Trez, no, Derek wasn't in the basement. He was pushing up daisies out there. Man, you got La D in here laughing at you now, man. So, Derek Bailey, you got to come back with something, bro. I ain't even go over there and check out your picks and stuff, nothing like that to see how you doing, but you got to come back with something, bro. Or I'm talking shit again next week. Okay, we in round 8 of the schedule 10 on this fight. It seems like every time I look back, it's the same thing. The dude with the longer hair is stalking the other guy, and he keep on backing him up to the ropes and shit. So if I'm seeing it wrong, y'all let me know. But every time I look back, it seems like it's the same story.
Yeah, that dude with the hair getting his ass whooped.
Oh, he getting his ass whooped?
Yeah, he getting his ass whooped walking up in here, man.
Oh, boy, got something for him when he get in there.
Hey, he got a variety pack for him. Uppercuts, straight right hand, hooks. He got a variety pack for that.
I do see a southpaw and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that is kind of tricky. You got a southpaw with some mobility. You know what I'm saying? L talking to Derek says, salute, bro. Don't let them hold you, bro. Yeah, we gotta push each other, man. What I'm saying is, I'm talking to my brother. We gotta push each other and hold each other accountable. If we gonna be over there in the Chan Ross, we gotta represent. We can't go over there and get dead last. Hey, man, and another thing, I need y'all to come get in the Chan Ross too, man. All of y'all that's in the chat right now, if y'all got an account on Facebook, I need y'all to get in the Chan Ross. You know what I'm saying? We all be over there having fun with it, talking shit with it, and we can see who reigns supreme. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and it's free, y'all. It ain't no payment, no skin, no gimmick, no none of that. It's free, just straight up fun.
Yeah, it's free, and he pay out prizes and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like he pay out prizes at the end of the season. He pay prizes for who get the most points, who get the most knockout rounds, who get the most majority split decision and draws. You know what I'm saying? And he'll pay for first place every now and then too at the end of the week. So it's fun, man. Y'all go over there and get in a fantasy league. Hold on, fantasy prediction league on Facebook and get into the fantasy boxing with us, man. It should be fun. Hey, bro, you know how many fights we got on this card?
I believe 3,
About 3.
and this the second one. If not 4, no more than 4.
Okay. La D said, Trez, tell Marlo to keep up the good work, but we gotta watch him too. La D down there talking shit to you, bro.
Hey, I stay in the middle of the pack. I done had first place and all that. I like this D-Lo doing this thing though. D-Lo been doing this thing for some weeks now.
Yeah, D-Lo doing his thing, man. I gotta come back with something on D-Lo. D-Lo getting too close for comfort, man. He in the rearview mirror, and the rearview mirror said objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Give me a second, bro. Let me run to the kitchen real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, bet. And you know it. Champ. Salute, sis. Derek Bailey, salute. It's just boxing, salute. Eric R, salute. What's good, everybody? Yeah, I done got my little. I done gave back though when I won. I just took me a little change to put on my sack, and I gave the rest back. You know what I'm talking about? But it's called Fantasy Boxing Prediction League, on Facebook. It's pretty cool. It's some motherfuckers that's really in the sport that's in the league too. Like Eric Kelly in there. I think he changed his name, but he's still in there though. If not, you'll see his name on there. A few boxing coaches up in there. It's pretty competitive, pretty fun. Lee been holding it down. I think what you been holding it down with the draws or the split decisions. One of the two. Everybody talking to everybody. I don't know where he was at in the chat, y'all. What's happening there, guard? What it do, bro? Yeah, the Southpaw gonna get the win, man. This dude ain't really got himself nothing. The dude with the little braided up ponytail. Henry Bostic, salute. Hey, yeah, you know, I've been in there for a minute. You know, I put the stamp on. I put the stamp up in there a long time ago. You know what I'm talking about? Champ Ross be having to remind me sometime to put my picks in, man. Been so busy lately. D said I forgot Marlo's corner, but I made number 5 once, or or was it 3? I think you came in 3rd, but you was definitely in the top 10. That's good though. Top 10 is good, especially if you play the whole season and come out in the top 10 throughout the whole season. That's a good season right there. Because it's some tough cookies up in that thing. You up in there with the big dog. People that actually know these fighters that we don't even know. They know of them. Probably don't even actually seen them in person. Squabbling. Know what they got. Champ! The champ in the building. Rod X, salute, bro. He said, what up, my people? Hey, Derek Bailey, know he been up in the league for a minute, too. He done got his shine on. I don't think I ever got last place, though, Derek. I don't think I got last place, though. Unless I just didn't pick one week. And they Joseph Brown, salute, bro. The judge in the building. Everybody talking. Hey, the league cool, man. All y'all should join in, man. Even if you don't know nothing about some of the fighters that they put up there, you still got enough time to go look him up and see what he, you know what I'm saying, what he got. I don't even be doing that no more. I do. I really most of the time, if I don't know them, I pick by their record, especially they knockout. If they ain't got enough knockouts for me, I'm picking against that sucker. That means he ain't got no power. Hey, sometimes you be taking chances though too, y'all, because to get a big win, you got to pick a couple underdogs, and mostly everybody be picking the same. If it's a heavy week with a lot of people, known fighters on the card, everybody be picking the same people, just different rounds or different outcomes. So it'll be heavy up in here. But he said, has anyone seen Chris Brown 4-5? Shout out to him though. I ain't seen him. Hope everything all right. He just disappeared. I can't even find his comments in my old post. Damn. Shout out to him, man. Salute to him. Hope he all right. This dude just trying to go the distance. Look at him. He's trying to go. He ain't won not one round. Old Orange, y'all. Owens ain't won not one round because he ain't landing no clean effective punches. That shit one sided. That's to the unofficial scorecards, that is. I don't agree with them suckers here, but I've been watching him when I one round. Let me get at y'all business. Moody Trey Weather said, I'm unaware of this fight card. Who is on it? Alantez Fox versus Morrell and some other motherfuckers that we. Oh no, Richardson Hitchens was on there earlier on the prelim. And if anybody know, did he get the win? Did he get the W? You know, I like old Richardson Hitchison, man. I think he got himself something. Got a decent little squabble, man. He was on the prelim, but ain't no hella names, man. You get out y'all business, everybody talking. Oh boy, peeling back like a motherfucker. Southpaw. Yeah, it's a light one. It's a light one, Moody Trey Weather. Yeah, dude ain't on. Owens don't want to squab. We want to go chest to chest. I don't see no new comments. I don't be reading the comments when people talking to each other. Get out y'all business, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my own. Roddick said, I was waiting on y'all to call Loma fight last Saturday. Yeah, Trey had something to do. You know, I picked the old Comey too, y'all. Ate crow like a motherfucker. Comey did not show up. He was getting whooped on. Anybody else pick Comey? Hey, y'all seen Loma was up in there styling on him. Loma had rocked homie ass, put him down. This nigga Loma look over at the corner and tell him to stop the fight. Oh, you ain't gonna stop it? All right. Let me put some more on this motherfucker. Loma was up in there clowning. He tried to make up for that motherfucking embarrassment versus Steel. I said, hell no. What you talking about, sis? El Fenici say, not surprised. You always pick against the fake tricks. You already know, El.
Lala D, she don't never pick the Africans in the big fights. She say them motherfuckers come up short.
Man, they do though. This motherfucking Comey, I thought he was gonna put up a way better performance than he did. Man, that motherfucker got shined on. All I did said Marlo the way in said everything. Comey goofy ass had way too much respect for real. I didn't even get a chance to watch it. That's the fucked up part.
I thought he was gonna fight harder because this was his first time with his wife in the crowd while he fought. So I was like, man, shit, he might not want to go out like no punk in front of his wife. That motherfucker went out like a cur.
Moody Trailweather said boxing been whack on YouTube lately. Bud fans and EJ fans been a headache to listen to.
He ain't bullshit either. That shit get on my goddamn nerves.
Hey, I had saw something that somebody baited some motherfuckers with a fake Earl Spence response. And one of the comments, it was a Twitter account and then a Facebook comment. I said, damn, for real? I wonder who the motherfucker was talking about. I seen it on Instagram. That shit was hilarious.
It definitely been some fanboys on both sides, man. You can't even just say like, man, I want to fight. The motherfucker be getting on you for that. Like, goddamn, nigga, I want to fight. All that other shit, who should take this much money and all that, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I want to fight. And I'm gonna say that until we get it.
Exactly. That's on them to negotiate. You know what I'm saying? They ain't for motherfuckers to be arguing about. You know what I mean? For motherfuckers say that's what he want, whether it's Bud or EJ. You know, so who the fuck is we to say, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker shouldn't be talking like that. That's just how I be seeing it, man. I just be waiting in the cut, just hoping that motherfucker can get the fight. And it seems like they listen to motherfuckers on social media too, y'all. They be referencing shit that they hear on social media.
Yeah, I need that fight like a pig needs slop, man. We've been saying this shit for a long time. Let's see the biggest fights. And if we can't get that, I want to see both them guys fight against the up and comers too. Jerron Booth Ennis, Virgil Ortiz. They can fight each other. Hell, I just want to see them all get in there and mix it up. That's what it's all about. I guess I'll jump up in there. D-Lo said I put my phone in my pocket and it took me to a bitch ass channel. Well, shit, 9 out of 10 of them gonna be like that. That's why you gotta appreciate the realness. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo said Clottey takes the cake. That man didn't know how to get out of the first gear in the big fights. Yeah, man, I still remember when he fought against Pacquiao. I didn't even watch that fight live. I had went to go visit my mama, and my mama was mad the motherfucker talking about he got away from the uppercut. So he landed in the uppercut all night and stopped throwing it. Eric R said, ain't okay. Talking to La D. D-Lo said, yeah, that post was like Twitter and Facebook had a baby. Right as the champ said after the Teofimo Lopez fight, I ain't never picking Kami again. That's square business. Had me out there eating that crow. I'm still shocked how that man went out there and got knocked out in 2 rounds. La DK talking to Moody Trayweather. Eric R said, mad, not mate. D-Lo said, them motherfuckers get on my nerves. If you say you just want to fight, they act like you cussed out their mama. Yeah. And it seems like they really just want you to pick like a hard side so they can go back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? And I can't even sit up here and say that I give a fuck about any of their talking points enough. I don't. I just want to see them fight, man. I don't have nothing against Crawford. I'm pulling for Earl Spence in a fight, but I don't have nothing personal against Crawford. I just think that Earl Spence will beat him. But I want to fight though. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't see no wrong with taking a side. L said, yeah, the riding has been at an all-time high. L Fenici said, I want to see them fighting not only once, but multiple times. Yeah, if it warrant that, absolutely. Dito said, mamas, not even talking about being pro this one. Bro, hold on. Not even about being pro this one or pro that one. You got motherfuckers who will attack you for a disagreement, goddamn. All rise for the Honorable Judge O'Brien. What's up, bro? Said, who won Chisora fight? I'm out the loop today. Chisora went out there and got his ass whooped today, bro. He got dropped 3 times in the fight, but he lost by UD. 115, 111 2 times, and 114 to 112. Parker could have got him out of there, though. D'Lo 404 Boxing made a video talking about how he could have stepped on the gas. Yeah, Lala D said Parker won. D'Lo said, I'm telling y'all, lots of these motherfuckers don't want to fight. That's why they just want to argue and shit. Yeah, that's square business. Motherfuckers want them more victories. If they don't fight, they can sit back and say what could have happened and they can blame the other side. I'm not even for all that, man. I just want to fight. You know what I'm saying? L said, facts, X. I got Spence, but I'm not holding no pom-pom now. We ain't gonna hold no pom-pom, but we smoke bud in Texas. We still gonna talk our shit. But we got to see them fight, man. I don't want to go back and forth all this time. We don't never see the fight. Like, come on, man. We got better shit that we can be doing with our time. La D, them motherfuckers accountants, yeah. Dino said some of these motherfuckers want to argue about who would have won for the next 30 years. Absolutely. And I'm not trying to repeat that Mayweather versus Pacquiao shit again, man. That shit was stressful going back and forth with them folks for like, it seemed like about 5 years or something. We was arguing on the internet about that. I'm not trying to repeat that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, man, I ain't trying to get on my Malcolm X shit too much, but I don't really like us being all divided like that. Like when I think about the 80s, let's say Sugar Ray Leonard versus Hitman Hearns. Man, we might have been killing each other if the motherfuckers was fighting today. Half the people picking one and half the people picking the other. It shouldn't even take all that, man. These are both our fighters. It ain't all about race, I know, but at the same time, these are our fighters. Let's support the motherfuckers instead of trying your best to turn them down all the goddamn time. And I know I done played my part in this shit too, talking about Terrence Crawford. But at the same time, the man showed me something against Sean Porter. And ever since then, I give the man his props. You know what I'm saying? Dilo said, okay, I read that. L said, yeah, we need to fight. Yeah, we need to fight. They fucking around and being like Wilder and AJ. Eric R said, Bud moving around like 26 years old with time on his side. He needs to get in the ring at all costs. Yeah, Lala D said, for everyone in the chat, I'm going to talk so much pro Bud shit. Don't take it personal, please. Yeah, you just don't get mad over there either, because we definitely smoke Bud in Texas. Dilo said AJ versus Joshua too. Yeah, that's what one of them, somebody just said. El Fenici just said that. Yeah, we ain't trying to go through all that, man. Instead of all of that, I would rather have stories about the fight. So in the future or something, when we talking about boxing, we can look back at this time with fond memories. We can say this fight right here, this was our version of Hitman Hearns versus Sugar Ray Leonard. We can tell our grandkids and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want, man. I just want the legacy fights. All right, man. I think we got one fight before the main event. I saw like 2 Latino fighters in the background getting warmed up. You know what I'm saying? So we shouldn't have too much longer before we check out Eric Morrell. A little bit of water. I think it's a chance that we're gonna be moderately impressed with this guy. I won't be surprised if it's some people that saying that they feel like the motherfucker beat Canelo. Let me ask y'all this. Lala D. She don't like when people say that. But let me ask y'all this. After seeing Beterbiev fight last night, how do y'all think Canelo and Beterbiev will go? Salute to my boy Gil Coles. What's up, bro? Say salute to the corner. Hey, Gil, you need to get your ass in the Chan Ross, man, because you on Facebook.
Salute, Gil. What's good, bro?
Henry Bostic said what's crazy about the Spence Crawford shit is they could easily run the fight twice and make a shit ton of money regardless of who wins. Something ain't right, and I wish I knew what it was. Yeah, that's real shit. Eric R said, yeah, we smoke Bud and Boo Boo on the toilet. Okay, talking to Lala. Lala D said Tregs, but my talk is always pro Bud, never anti-Spence. He got enough problems with what Bud is going to put on his ass. Well, we're going to stomp a mud hole in that motherfucker, Crawford. Lala D said Canelo beats him, unfortunately. I don't know, man. I think Beterbiev will go out there and get right with his ass. Square business. It looks like he can go to another level in fights. Eric R said Ivan Drago over Canelo, so he said he got Beterbiev. Gil Cole said, what's up to Marlo? D-La said too many fantastic fights today. I guess you meant not too many fantastic fights. I gotta say that fight card last night, that shit had some of the weakest undercards that I done seen in boxing all year on that ESPN plus shit with Better Be versus Marcus Brown. Those were some terrible undercards. L said, I think Better Be will do what they always do. So you think he'll go out there and beat Canelo? Henry Boston said Better Be beats Canelo. I think he got a damn good chance, man. Definitely the naturally bigger man. He got the experience with the amateurs and shit. I know Canelo done probably been in with, well, not probably. He definitely been in with the better competition. But I think I'm leaning toward Better Be, man. Moyo Salt, salute to you. So what's good, Marlo Treggs, and salute to the family. Who you got tonight, man? The Alantez, Fox, and Dave Morrell. Rod, that's the champ. What's up, bro? That's the two-time champ. Said I would have to favor Better Be. Well, let's lock in, man. Hopefully we get a fight like that. If we can't get Canelo against the guys that we want to see him fight, at least David Benavidez, if we can't get him against Charlo and Andrade, if we can't get them 3 fights, I'll take Better Be. Even though Better Be is probably a lot better than Benavidez. So I said I'll put him at number 3. If we can't get the fights we want against Charlo and Andrade, I'll take Better Be number 3, David Benavidez number 4. Lala D said, is Marlo Team Bud or Team Man going down? You already know what's all Marlo on. Go ahead and tell her, bro, because she over there talking that shit. She feeling herself tonight.
She know what time it is. How long we been talking about this? You know what I'm saying? I'm driving shotgun in the motherfucking Spence train. Y'all want to get on? Let me know.
Yeah, she feeling herself. We riding with the truth. Tell the truth. Right, that's the champ. So you got Morrell. How you got him, man? You taking Morrell by stoppage, you think it's gonna go to distance? Alantez Fox is definitely tough, man. He ain't gonna go out there and lay down. And he got some mobility too. So if he get in danger, he can get out there and get out of trouble. Eric also said if the Earl that fought Lamont Peterson, Brooke, and Algieri show up, Bud is gonna be whistling. Get this bitch off me for 9 rounds till your man down. We going to the body on his ass, man. That's something that Crawford ain't never experienced. We're going to step to him behind that jab, but we going to the body on his ass. That's what's going to happen. We're going to fold him up like a roly-poly out there. Man, I hope we get this fight, man. That should just be so big for boxing and just big for this era of boxing. And I just want to break that cycle that we always get these big fights that we want, but we don't get. And it's people that's not even associated with boxing that say that. It be MMA fans that be laughing at us, talking about, man, y'all be over there crying about fights that y'all don't even get. Over here in MMA, we get all the fights we want. That's some bullshit, man. We got to be able to talk shit too. Right, as the champ said, he got 10th round TKO. I guess I can kind of see that. If it go down like that, that'll be good for David Morrell because he get that experience. He get a chance to go deep in the fight with somebody that's going to fight back. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that you're right. That'd be good. I don't want to see him in there with like another 2nd or 3rd round knockout, 4th round knockout. I don't want to see that tonight. There's been too much of that shit, man, with the young fighters. They need to test these guys, man. That's like the one thing I got against Jerron Boots Ennis. I think he a hell of a fighter, a hell of a talent. I think he a blue chip prospect, but they just don't put him in tough enough, man, for me to know exactly how good he is. And I'm not trying to talk down on him. I'm just saying I want to see him in tough fights where he come down the stretch and with somebody that's fighting back. And then I'll feel more confident saying, well, he got a good chance to go beat Earl and go beat Crawford. But I do recognize his talent, though. Don't get me wrong. The man is extremely fast. He got some good power. He got good reflexes. He ambidextrous. He's very versatile. And one thing that I like about him, too, I was looking at his dad, Bozy Ennis. He got a sparring video on YouTube. And the man got good speed and shit, especially for his age. The video said he was 65 years old. I don't know if he that old, but if he is 65, he looked damn good for 65. He was popping that motherfucker with the jab. He was in the ring sparring with no headgear on. Popping him with the jab, slipping shots, coming back with something. And they let me know that they got some real good genetics with the Ennis family. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's something that I like about him, man. They got them genetics over there. Okay, what's going on? The motherfucker that got dropped. Who is that? Austin Dulé on the ground? Man, I thought Austin Dulé had a chance to go out here and win this fight too, man, because he got the amateur background. He was 107-13. That's the exact same amateur record for Danny Garcia. and he already got dropped in the fight. I don't know if they ruled it as a knockdown. Left hand to the liver, right hook to the body. Dule talking about it was a rabbit punch. Man, tighten up out there, man. Come on. Donald the 66-year-old G Grant, what's up with it, OG? Says salute to the baddest boxing commentating channel I've ever heard. That includes everything before Halbert Cosell, and I'm serious. You give him a run for his money and he dead. Keep cooking, man. Definitely appreciate you, man. We always gonna show love to the great Don Dumpy, though. That's my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about him until I started calling fights. I'm gonna be honest, you know what I'm saying? But once I discovered him, I got respect for him. And he was a historian too, you know what I'm saying? So I'm following his footsteps. I ain't gonna never talk shit about the great Don Dumphy. Eric Garcia said Earl already be 147 pounds out of Danny Garcia, and he wasn't even healed. Manny got lucky. His wife would have been feeding him through his tummy the next day. You think so? I'm from the camp that styles make fights, though, man. You know, I can't give a motherfucker a ceremonious victory or whatever the fuck I'm supposed to say, you know what I'm saying, because of what happened with Ugas. I just think styles make fights, so I don't really look at it like that. El Fenicia said, you mentioned his grandma was fine too. No, I ain't say that woman was fine. I'm talking about Devin Haney when I was talking about his grandmother. I said that she was a young-looking, lovely lady. I did not say the woman was fine. Man, don't be coming in here with that bullshit, bro. Derek Betty said, yeah, he got dropped twice out there. Yeah. And he hurt right now. The check engine light on. Looping left hand around the guard. And down goes Dule again. He's sitting on his ass in Indian style. Now he just got up. He don't look like he focused. We only in the second round too, man. This is round 2 or 8. This Austin Dule, I might be getting them mixed up with the guy that fought against Navarrete, and he also used to fight on Showbox. Ruben Villa, 116 and 17 amateur. I get them mixed up a lot. But I think this guy Dule had some amateur fights with Shakur Stevenson, and they was competitive, if I'm not mistaken. This ain't a good look to be out here getting pieced up like this. Eric Carr said, I hate this phone. Time for an upgrade. Got me in the chat sounding like buckwheat. It's all good. Lala Decoy, she says she agree with Eric Carr. Ooh, kind of left hand on his ass. Double jab left hand. Went to the body with the right southpaw stance. Man, this man is over here beating the brakes off this dude, man. And they didn't have this fight on the channel Raw, so I didn't look up the amateur record for his opponent. I just assumed that Dule would have a chance because he was 107 and 13. Henry Boston said the man is getting lit up like a Christmas tree out here. Well, hell, it is the Christmas season. Shit, 'tis the season to get lit up. He is out there getting pieced up. It's all Venezuela. Right hook to the body from Venezuela. God damn, 3-punch combination. Loop left hand. Came back with the hook. Yeah, man, this is looking real bad for old Austin Dule. And they had Dule at like plus 325 with the odds and shit. And I was thinking, man, that like if I was to bet, I might shoot a shot at Austin Dule because of the odds. And he got the amateur background and shit. Man, I'd be over here looking dumb. Fucking around with Austin Dule. Yeah, that's a goddamn shame. Hey, but this boxing, man, that's why they say it's the theater of the unexpected. Anything can happen. If you got a man with 2 hands and he come to fight back, you never know. L talking about, nah, X, you was on Cougar Watch. Nah, man. I'm not going to disrespect nobody's grandmother and come over here saying some old stupid shit like that, even if I was on some freaky ass geriatric shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Eric OK talking to La D. Yeah, show her something. She don't know nothing about boxing. Teach her about the jab and going to the body. So she learns something so she can understand why Earl Spence is going to touch Crawford with that jab and dig them body shots on his motherfucking ass. And Eric Garger, she don't know.
Hey, Trey, this nigga L think you Stifler or something, bro.
Yeah.
Who that is?
Yeah, this nigga tripping. Okay, we in the 3rd round now. This Venezuela dude stepping to him again just from the southpaw stance. He is out here fucking Dule up, man. Dule trying to fight back though and show some signs of life, but god damn. La D said Trey last night. Satan got in Marcus Brown's ear after the fourth round and told him, whatever Jerry James tells you to do the opposite. Well, shit, that's what it was then, because he sure went out there and got his ass whooped. I think I really think it was the headbutt though in the fourth round that really changed the fight. You know what I'm saying? If it was just a straight clean fight from the first round to the last round, I think he might have had a chance. But once that headbutt occurred and it turned into a dog fight, that was all she wrote. The matter of fact, the man did not win another round after that. He lost every single round after the headbutt. So that should let you know. I was thinking he might have had a little chance because he had some adversity in the ring. The great Billy Conn always say if you ain't took a loss by the time you fight for a championship, it's something wrong. So I was like, well, shit, he might come back with something then. D-Lo said, I just checked in. I picked Gongora by knockout. Oh, yeah, I already know. Soon as the fight was over, I went straight to Facebook. I got to see who D-Lo picked. I was like, man, this motherfucker D-Lo bet not have picked LaRon Richards. And I saw that you picked Gongora in 7. I was like, okay then. Underground Asylum, salute to you. Say salute to the corner in the chat. D-Lo said, I don't know shit about boxing. I don't either. You know what I'm saying? That's why we come to watch it. Eric R said, Marlo and Trez, who would you like Devin to work with in his corner to get more progression in this game? I don't think Davison is the answer. Neither is Bill. Yeah, we've been talking about the man needs to get a real trainer for a long time. I haven't really just sat down and thought about who I would like to see him with. I think that's a good question. Devin Haney. I guess I wouldn't mind seeing him up there, maybe with like Bo Mack or something like that. I think they got some pretty good skills up there. Maybe even Coach K. Caroma, because he do got a fighter that's kind of similar in Keyshawn Davis. That might be like a conflict of interest, though, since they both in the same weight class. But there would be some awesome sparring and shit between Devin Haney and Keyshawn Davis. I think that'd be good. They styles kind of remind me of each other. Coach K. Caroma, he doing a pretty good job with Keyshawn Davis and his style. I think I would go with Coach K. Caroma. Who would you go, bro? Who would you like for Devin Haney to be trained by instead of his pops and his Davison dude?
Shit, I was sitting here thinking, I couldn't think of Bomac sound nice, but it's got to be somebody that's gonna keep him on his toes because he ain't got no power. He ain't got really no power to get up there and even be like a Keyshawn Davis or a Bud. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no type of respectable power. So it's gonna have to be somebody that's gonna teach him how to fight on the outside, keep him sharp on the outside, and sharpen up his defense. So Buddy McGirt or some shit like that, some type of veteran. I would say Floyd Senior, but he probably too old. Yeah. I think he should have stayed in the Mayweather gym. You know what I'm saying? Work with somebody up out of that camp or something. Somebody that's gonna teach him that game.
All right. La D said, fuck, I picked Gongora KO round. Hey, yeah, we all picked Gongora, man. The only person that didn't pick Gongora was McGregor ass. Eric Art said, I heard Lamont Peterson is working with Keyshawn Davis too. I ain't heard nothing about that. And I don't understand it either because they styles do not remind me of each other at all. If I see Keyshawn Davis starting to fight like Lamont Peterson, I'm off the bandwagon. Because Lamont Peterson is really like an inside fighter. He likes to step to you behind that high guard and dig shots of the body, especially when he was young. When him and his brother, Michael, whatever the fuck his name is, they had like a similar style. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see Keyshawn fighting like that. I want to see him fight the slick style. Derek Bailey said, I was thinking McGirt also. Okay. The ref called it off. Who's the boss? He said, I done seen enough, man. You been getting your ass whooped all night. And he over here trying to protest and shit, man. I'm not trying to hear that tonight. You went out there and got your ass whooped, son. But yeah, Derek Bailey said he like McGirt too. Yeah, that motherfucker made his bones at 135. I also think they got something to do with it. They say that the different weight classes have like some different type of styles. And you know what? I thought it was interesting because you know that what's the name of that heavyweight that come out of Ohio? Big baby, Jared Anderson. I had said on the live stream a while ago, I said that I feel like he fights like a 168 pounder. He don't really fight like a heavyweight. And I swear to God, Andre Ward backed up my words. He said the exact same thing. He said that Jared Anderson fights like a 168 pounder, and he want to see him adopt more of a heavyweight type of style. He say some of the moves that he pulls are not necessary for a heavyweight, and I think that's true. I agree with that. Sometimes you can see guys like for example, Jack Blackburn. Jack Blackburn, he was a trainer of Joe Louis. Jack Blackburn was a lightweight and Joe Louis was a heavyweight, and he still was able to train Joe Louis. So sometimes you see that too, you know what I'm saying? But I do like a coach that can understand where his fighters come from because he done fought in similar circumstances. You know what I'm saying? I think they got something. D'Lo said he was with Big Floyd. Yeah, he was with Big Floyd. But I think he getting a little bit too old, man, to be doing all that traveling and stuff. Underground Asylum said, I was thinking McGurk too. McGurk gonna go out there and protect his fighters too, man. I know that damn Dottie Shell fight still fuck with him. It has to, because I know that McGurk like to protect his fighters and he let one of his fighters go out there and get killed. And Dottie Shell, you know what I'm saying? So D'Lo said Lamont said he wants to become a full-time trainer. Hopefully he trained fighters to their strengths, not to heal. Yeah, that's a big part of it. I would feel better if I saw versatility from Lamont Peterson. Like I always looked at him as the same type of fighter. Step to you behind the high guard and come in with hard combinations, go to the body, come around the guard with the hooks and the ripping shots, and come up the middle with the digging type shots. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him as a pure boxer. And I remember when he fought against Earl Spence, a lot of people say, oh man, he gonna go out there and give Earl Spence some problem. I said, man, this man is tailor-made for Earl Spence Jr. Earl don't have to go looking for him. If he was more like a slick boxer, I would feel I thought he would give Earl more problems. Man, motherfucker Earl went out there and destroyed this man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't really see him being able to train slick fighters. In regards to Trey Samalo, I think Devin's lack of power comes not rotating his hips and he's trying to fight faster than what he is. What are your thoughts? I consider myself a civilian in that department. You think his power comes from him not turning his hips? I think a lot of it has to do with the type of combinations that he throws. You know what I'm saying? Because like, he'll step in with a 3-6 combination, for example. He'll step in with a lead left hook and then go to the body with the right uppercut. That's really not the type of combination that's going to hurt a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But it is effective with finding openings and scoring points. So I think if he was more concentrating on like just straight head shots and he was coming back with the right hand, coming back with the hook, I think he might hurt his opponents a little bit more. But I still like the way he does it though, because I don't really like fighters that do the conventional shit. I like Devin Haney because he'll step in with something that you're not expecting. Lead left hook, go to the body with the right uppercut. You don't see that every day. You know what I'm saying? So I got respect for it, man. I don't think his power is as bad as a lot of people do, though. Like some people, they describe him, they act like his power is like a 4 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10. I think it's like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. So I think it's good enough where he can go out there and win some fights. Hey, bro, you answered that question. What do you think is the reason for the lack of power for Devin Haney?
I don't know about his hits. I just think he don't sit down enough on his punches. It's not a routine to him to sit down on his punches. Like when he hit when he got that one knockout on the zone, you see that shit came from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker sat down for a minute on that motherfucker. He faked it to the body and came up with like some type of overhand. You remember that shot?
Yeah, that looping right hand, he hit him right on the chin and broke his shit.
Right on the chin, fucked him up. That was hard. You know what I'm saying? But look how he threw it. Look how it was. That wasn't a normal shot. I'm talking about his conventional. He don't sit down enough on his punches. So the way he threw him, you know what I'm saying? That's just what he rely on. You know what I mean? And then when he do sit down, like against Gamboa or some shit like that. Was it Gamboa? Yeah, he hit Gamboa with some decent shit. He walked right through that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I mean by he ain't got no respectable power. Like a motherfucker like in the elite level ain't gonna sit on the ropes like that one dude did and let you hit him like that, let you do some shit like that. It's gonna have to be in the middle of the ring or something, some type of counter, some type of hard counter. And he ain't got that in his arsenal. You know, he got jabs, he fast, he can hit you with different combinations, lead punches, he able to get those in accurately. but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't dropping nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Who you think hit harder, Devin Haney or Polly Malignaggi?
Damn, that's tough.
That nigga said it's tough, boy. That man ain't got no respect for Devin Haney power, man. Come on, bro. You think that's tough, man? Come on, bro.
Yeah, tough, man.
Man, going on with that shit. Come on, bro. Devin Haney hit harder than that man, bro.
Yeah, I probably had to say Haney based off that one shot that he landed and dropped not stopped the old boy. I had to say I see at least I seen that about him. I had to say I give Devin the edge.
Boy, you out of control, man. That man said it's tough. D-Lo said, hold on. Anthony Peterson, yeah, that Anthony, I don't know why I called him Michael, man. You know I'm bad with the names. He said Anthony Peterson is his brother's name. Solid fighters who can't get fights. I thought they was gonna be the future of boxing, man. When I first saw him, man, I was telling everybody. I said this is the future of boxing right now. But I didn't really look at it like as far as a macro perspective. You know what I'm saying? I was just admiring what they was doing good and doing right, but I wasn't paying attention to what was lacking. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my boy Eli Zachary. That's the Kirk killer. What's going down? Say salute Marlo'S Corner and Trey Eggs. Salute. L said I'm with. Okay, go ahead, bro. My bad.
Salute, Eli. Salute, fam.
L said I'm with Marlo. I like him in the Mayweather gym. If Tank wasn't there, it would be a natural fit. D-Lo said, yeah, Floyd has some health issues. Yeah, Big Floyd got some health issues. D-Lo said, yeah, Lamont rarely showed versatility. Maybe in the Khan fight, he rarely adjusted well when he needed to. I'm going to be honest, man. I thought he lost against Khan when I first watched the fight. But when I went back and watched it again, I started seeing all the body shots and shit that he was landing on Khan. And I gave the fight to Peterson when I went to watch it again. But I pretty much saw him fight like the same type of style. And that's one reason why I felt like Khan was winning, because Khan was getting off with them fast and flashy combinations. But that motherfucker Peterson was catching that shit though, and he was going to the body. Where I'm at, D-Lo said, I'm going to maintain that I think Haney is leaving his power on the scale. He been consistent. La D said, Marlo, you're wrong, man. Goddamn, have some kind of respect for the man power. L said, come on, Marlo. Paulie here like my 2-year-old nephew. D-Lo said Gamboa chin isn't as bad as folks act. He took many big shots from Tank before the ref saved the knockout streak. I agree with you on that. He took some hard shots from Tank. I thought Devin Haney was going to blast his ass out in 1 or 2 rounds. And he went out there and went the distance against Devin Haney. So I got to give some respect to Gamboa. Eric Garza, Gary Antoine Russell versus Regis at 140. Who you got? Shit, I'm taking Gary Antoine Russell. He had made it to the top of my list as far as my favorite prospects go. I could never find his amateur record, but he was like 3-1 against Jerron Boots Ennis in the amateurs. I say that shit all the time. I'm gonna say it again. I got respect for Regis Prograis. He was like 87-7 as an amateur. He did lose a fight against a fellow Southpaw and Josh Taylor. So going against Gary Antoine Russell, that's another tough Southpaw with an amateur background. I think that should be tough on Regis Prograis. Prograis is a very tough fighter. He come to fight. He goes to the body. He got a pretty good jab. I can't think of it. It's a certain fight that he had. It was against a guy from the UK. It was a white dude. And Prograis went out there and put the head movement and jab on it. That shit looked beautiful. So I give him credit for that. But I don't think he got the same type of skills as Gary Antoine Russell. That's just me. Who would you take, bro? Gary Antoine Russell versus Regis Prograis at 140.
I'm taking Ruggeroo, boy. I'm taking Ruggeroo, man. I probably by stop it. And that's based on what I saw from Antoine last fight. That motherfucker was tough on that boy. Ruggeroo gonna definitely be tough, stronger, working that body. I think Ruggeroo will probably take him at this point.
So you got Rougarou. Eli Zachary said, I believe Devin leaving his power on the scale too. He trying to finish what he started. I mean, y'all might have a point, man. I don't really be looking at shit like that because I think about punch mechanics. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you shift your body weight behind your punches. But I will say though, man, like when I get in pretty good shape, I like to get down to like 175 or something like that at this age. And my hands feel a lot faster. My punches feel a lot crisper. But at the same time, it's like a snapping type of power. It's not like that concussive power, like where I can take your head off. It's more like them I can't even explain it, man, but it's like that snapping type of power, you know what I'm saying? Where you can get the shot off real quick without having to load up on it. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of see that like with Devin Haney. That's the type of power that it looked like he has, but because of the weight loss, you know what I'm saying? But if he do go up in weight, though, man, I mean, it is the chance that he could be a little bit more comfortable with it. But I just don't know if that's gonna change his mechanics because gaining weight can actually fuck your power up. Like me, I like the 175 snapping power, but if I'm at 185, it's not the same. I don't have the same type of snap because I don't have the same flexibility in my kinetic chain, especially in my forearms. So my power actually goes down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not losing the type of weight that they losing. These guys are walking around at like 160 and getting down to 135. So y'all might have a point, man. Y'all might have a point with that shit. Eli Zachary, what you talking about, Relic? No, I ain't talking about Relic, man. I'm talking about the one from the UK. I don't think Relic from the UK. La D said stoppage. Hell no. I don't think it'll be no stoppage either. But shit, that's that man opinion. We ain't gonna do no more coming here and serve him crow. L said, let me get Rougarou. Hey, dun dun dun. That's the kiss of death. Marlo rolling with El Fenici. Talking about Rougarou. La D said, no, that was Gary Antonio Marlo. Oh, yeah, bro. Gary Antonio Russell is the one that fight at 118. And he had like a tough 2 fights because he had the head clash against Rodriguez, and that fight was like a no contest or no decision. In his last fight, he had a guy that came to fight back. Gary Antoine Russell is the one that got the afro, and he kind of eccentric and he kind of strange a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got him then. I thought you were talking about. I thought he was the other one. I thought his name was Anton.
Yeah, that's Antoine. You were talking about Antonio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Antoine, the one that fought against Boots, and he also fought against that guy that Adrian Broner fought in his last fight. Broner went the distance, and Antoine Russell beat him in like 4 rounds.
Yeah, that's the stocky one, right? Stocky with the afro.
Yeah, he kind of stocky. That's the one they said they feel like gonna be better than all of them.
Yeah, that's the one that hit hard. Yeah, I got him. I thought you were talking about the one with the braids.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Moody Trayweather said Ali snapping power, Tyson concussing power. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I just like the snapping power. Like I respect the concussive power, but like if you study martial arts, the way that they teach to throw a punch is like a quick little motion. It ain't like you gotta pull it back and throw it. Like you just shoot that motherfucker straight from where it is. And if you got the kinetic chain flexibility, especially in your forearms, you can get a good snap on them punches. And that's what I like. That's that Floyd Mayweather power too. You know what I'm saying? He can load up on you. Look at Floyd Mayweather when he fought against Victor Ortiz. Look at that right hand he hit Ortiz with. If he loads up, he can hit you with a hard shot that will knock you on your ass. But for the most part, he like that snapping type of power. Keep you honest, you know what I'm saying? Eli Zachary said, I know exactly what you're talking about. The hips and legs don't rotate like snap from the shoulders, goddamn. It got to be a continuous cycle from your feet all the way through your fist. You know what I'm saying? It start with your feet, and that power just travels all the way up your legs, eventually through your fist. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have that kinetic chain. El Fenici said the weirdo Russell. He kind of weird. That's why I say he eccentric. But I like that about him though, man, because what I notice in sports, a lot of the best athletes are eccentric. You know what I'm saying? Lala D said, I got him then. Damn right, Marlo. Yeah, man. Hey, the man was confused. Now you see the light. D'Lo said, I think that's why Haney talks about getting KOs because he had stopping power in the gym, but then on fight night it's not there. He got stopping power in the gym. I guess that kind of makes sense though. I mean, you are pretty comfortable in the gym, and you're not fighting as good a competition in the gym for the most part. I think that got something to do with Devin Haney's power too, because after you go up in competition, not only do the skills get better, but the chins get better. You know what I'm saying? Like JoJo Diaz ain't gonna go out there and lay down. He ain't never been stopped before. I know Lenore has been stopped before, you know what I'm saying? But he still is like a step up in competition compared to what he was fighting against. So it might not be his chin getting better, but what he coming back with gets a little bit better. So where you can't admire your work or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think they got something to do with it, man. As you go up in competition, man, the opponent's gonna get tougher. They ain't gonna just lay down. Derek Belly, Derek Belly say facts, and ain't everything I say ain't done. But yeah, man, I think Devin Haney got a promising future, man. I'm not gonna say that he gonna prove y'all wrong because I don't think y'all necessarily against him, but I think that he gonna show y'all that he can fight. That 138 amateur record was for real. You know what I'm saying? He a national champion, several time champion. Very uh talented, very talented fighter, man. So I think he got a shot. I still would lean towards him over Tank Davis and a lot of them guys, man. Y'all don't kill me, don't crucify me. But that's just who I like, man. I like Devin Haney. Hey, after the performance that you saw from Tank in this last fight, bro, you still leaning towards Tank over Devin?
Yeah, I say that if they go the distance, Devin got a chance, but I think he gonna slow down. It's gonna be crucial for him. It's gonna be real crucial.
Man, that'll be an awesome fight, man. It's just so many good fights in boxing that could be made, man. I just hope that they allow Tank Davis to not only fight Mexicans. That's my number one wish, man. Let the man get out there and fight the best fighters. Put him in there with Devin Haney and all these guys. I'm not saying that I feel like all the black fighters should knock each other off. That's not what I'm saying. I want to see the best fighters fight each other, though. You know what I'm saying? That's just square business, man. It's too many good fights. And then we got fighters coming up the pipeline on your ass. We got Keyshawn Davis and them getting up there. Imagine when Shakur Stevenson gets to 135. Shakur Stevenson talking about fighting at 147. So it's a chance that all of these fighters might end up meeting up with each other at 140 or 147. It's some good fights that could be made, man. Let's see that shit. D'Lo said he also hasn't cut himself. Hold on. He also hasn't cut himself all the way down to 135 yet in sparring. Yeah, that did cross my mind. That's why I said he a lot more comfortable in sparring because he ain't cutting weight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that do play a part in the shit. Eli Zagger said that is the biggest fight at 135, Tank versus Haney. Yeah, I definitely take it, man. Shit, come take my $80. Y'all want $80? Put them two motherfuckers in the ring right now, man. We don't need no build up and none of that. I'll take it right now and happily pay that $80. Derek Betty said, Trey, what you think about Brandon Lee? I did watch his fight a little bit in his last fight. I had took him by like fourth or fifth round knockout, and he got the knockout in 9 rounds. He let me down a little bit, but I think he's pretty good, man. I think he needs to use a little bit more angle, though. He's stepping straight to the guy. I like his lead left hook. He goes to the body with the right hand after he throw it, 3-2 combination. Lead left hook, stab him to the body with the right hand. He got some pretty good power, too, man. It looked like them punches hurt, but I think he a little simple, though. If he get in there with somebody that can box and move, I think he going to have some problems. But right now, he trying to walk in the front door. What you think, bro?
Hey, you see, I was watching this advertisement of Ortiz versus Charles Morrell. I walked the earth as a god. You see that shit? I'm about to get that little squabble right there, man. You said what I think about who?
Brandon Lee, you checked out the little Japanese looking kid. I think he American though, but he like 24-0, and I think he got 22 knockouts or something like that. He fought last weekend. We picked him on the Chan Ross.
Yeah, I like Brandon Lee. I think he got himself something. He got decent power. He work off the jab. I think he's pretty good. He's solid potential. I like Brandon Lee. Hey, what you think about Ortiz versus Charles Martin though? Who you got in that? I got Ortiz by stoppage.
Oh man, I want to take Ortiz, but how old is that motherfucker, man?
They say you let the YouTube tell it he's about 50.
Hey, I know Charles Martin gonna come fight back, man. He got something to prove and shit. He ain't got the amateur background. Ortiz was like 363 and 19. I might be saying that wrong. If somebody got time, man, y'all go see what his amateur record is. I think it's like 363 and 19 or something. So that's a lot of experience that he got over Charles Martin. I just went against the amateur background tonight with Gongora and A. Crow. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Ortiz with his amateur background, but I won't be surprised if Charles Martin go in there and catch him with something though. D'Lo said, I have no complaints about Haney. I don't care if he never gets another KO. I think he is a super solid fighter. I think he's solid too, man. You know, he'd be some good fighter like what was Hector Macho Camacho's knockout percentage? Do anybody know? It seemed like he had a more of a powerful type of stance before he had fought against that one guy that hurt him real bad in the fight and made him change his whole style up. I can't even remember what the guy's name was. But it seemed like Hector Camacho was the type of guy to get out there and outbox you, but not necessarily have that concussive power. I might be wrong though. Kev Harris, salute to you. Moody Trayweather said, Lee take a lot of punches, but he can pop. That's why I say, bro, he stand in front of you too long. When you're in front of a guy, you give him an opportunity to hit you. Like if you stand right in front of me, I can literally close my eyes and hit you because I know where you are. If you go out there and change the angle, I got to find you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to see from him. And I say the same thing about the kid at 154, the prospect, Joey Spencer. I say the same thing about him, man. Go out there and give me a little bit more angle. Stop standing in front of these guys. Salute to my boy King of Kings in this bitch. What's up with it? He say salute. Derek Bailey said, Lee may need to fire his father and get a real trainer. Goddamn, hey, that's a pretty constant theme in boxing, man. Sometimes your pops can only take you so far. But
KF salute. King of Kings, salute. What's good, bro?
Yeah, sometimes pops can only take you so far. And it's hard to tell him that now because he's undefeated and he's knocking everybody out. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we see what he ain't doing though. D'Lo said, breaking news, it's Saturday. Right as the chancellor, are y'all calling Ortiz versus Martin? Man, it's a pretty good chance that we are. I don't exactly know when it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good chance though, unless it's something more interesting on. Joseph Brown said, I got Ortiz over Martin. All right, so you're going to lock in with the amateur background. King of Kings corrected me. Appreciate that, bro. 343 and 19. I said 363 and 19. Appreciate that. Derek Bailey, yeah, Edwin Rosario was the guy that brought a very tough fight to Hector Macho Camacho and hurt him in the fight and changed his whole style up. It seemed like he was more aggressive before the Edwin Rosario fight. Appreciate that, bro. D'Lo said, y'all notice no one is talking about how bad off Teofimo Lopez is doing. I guess he got a hold of some salt water, is miraculously all better now after being on his deathbed last week. Yeah. I'm going to say this, though. I done heard him say some weird shit, man. That's a pretty mentally weak type of guy. I done heard him talk about suicide, and I'm talking about before the fight. I ain't even talking about since he lost, but he was talking about he was thinking about suicide and all kind of shit. Like he might hurt himself or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might need to go check on that motherfucker and make sure he all right. Joseph Brown said Camacho had decent pop when he sat down on his punches, but he was constantly using movement, getting in and out, and that can take away from some of your power. That's why we got to have so much respect for somebody like Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson, like when we think about the great power punches in boxing history, we think about Sam Langford, we think about George Foreman, Sonny Liston, Mike Tyson, people like that. But Sugar Ray Robinson is one of the greatest power punchers to ever live. He could hit you, he could hurt you with either hand going forward or going backwards. It's hard to knock somebody out with power punches going backwards. And that's a lot of the time why you don't really see knockouts from counter punches. Because a lot of the time when a counter punch, a guy got to take a half a step back and he'll come back with something. Well, that half a step back can throw off your kinetic chain to where you can't have the same type of power. Sugar Ray Robinson, he could step to you and knock you out, or he could step away and knock you out. So yeah, we got to give props on that, man. But he's saying that's one reason why Camacho wasn't getting the same type of knockouts. D'Lo said a bout between two hard-hitting heavyweight southpaws is a rarity, absolutely. Okay, Lala D said about 50%, 48%, yeah, so he ain't really known for being a hell of a power puncher, but he a Hall of Fame fighter, though, a great fighter. Salute to my boy Little Feezy, that's champion first. Salute to you. He said, salute MARLO'S corner tracks in the chat. King of Kings said, who is T.O.? The motherfucker that got his ass. All right, man, we about to have the main event, y'all. They got David Morrell in the ring. 5-0 with 4 knockouts, fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, defected from Cuba in 2017. They said some more shit, but I ain't read it in time. Lala D say, shit. I just hope T.O. don't show up to a fight and start spraying everybody. Yeah, man. I hope the motherfucker be all right, man. Let me turn to get myself right. I didn't even know this guy was being trained by Ronnie Shields out of H-Town. Whenever fighters train out of Houston, a lot of the time, the down south people will adopt them. So I guess this is our new adoptive son right here, David Morrell Jr., 130-2 amateur coming out of Cuba. He's a young guy too. This is only his sixth fight, 5-0 with 4 knockouts. All right, getting ready for the first round. All right, we in the first round. All right, Morrell pawing that jab out there from the southpaw stance. He got his hands are good. Fox shot the jab out there. Did he step back at the range? Jab to the body from Morrell. Looked like Fox tried to parry it though. Now Morrell over the stepping to him, getting down low, trying to make his smaller. D left hook from Alantez Fox so he can step around and get the lead for dominance. Jab right hand from Fox, but he didn't quite commit to it though. And he came back with the jab, came back with the jab again. Counter right hook over the top of the jab from Morrell, and Fox came back with jab. Jab right hand from Fox, and he backed Morrell up. Morrell flashed a little smile at the motherfucker, but he walked into a jab from Fox again. And Morrell stepped to a jab left hand from Morrell. Fox tried to come back with something, looked like he was out balanced a little bit. Jab from Morrell and knocked him out balanced again. Jab left hand to the body, coming back with something, trying to put hands on Fox. Fox trying to fight back. Loop left hand from Morrell, and he came back with the hook. He got Fox kind of off balance and shit. Fox trying to fight back and keep the motherfucker off from me, giving up some ground and get some ground. Stepped in with the jab, counter right hook over the top of the jab from Morrell. Came back with something, hard left hand, another left hand, trying to put hands on Fox. Fox trying to stay cool and composed though. He tried to tie him up. The referee just came and broke him. It's only been a 1 minute that passed in this round. Looper right hand from Fox, and he stepped around the lead foot so he could get the lead foot dominance on Morrell because Morrell is a southpaw. Short right hand from Fox, he didn't quite commit to it though. Took a jab from Morrell, like a rangefinder type of jab from Morrell. Morrell stepped back on his toes a little bit. Fox stepped in with a jab. He could believe right hook type pump from Morrell. He ain't landed clean though. Pawing the jab, came back on the left hand, but he ain't landed clean. That's Morrell. Then they got tangled up. Fox trying to work the free hand to the body in the midst of the clinch. That's the right hand. It's a minute and 34 seconds left to go in the round. The referee just came and broke him. Then he could Morrell with the double jab with the short left hand. They got tangled up, and Fox tried to ride it back to the ropes. They broke themselves, and the referee needed. Now here come Morrell stepping to him, standing up straight. Fox tried to sneak a jab in there, stepped in with the jab again so he could back Morrell up. Lead right hook type pump from Morrell, but it came on short. Jab right hand from Fox, tried to come back with the left hook on his ass. Lead up hand, he doubled up on it. That's Morrell, tried to come back with the hook. Fox is sprawling, went to the body with the left hand, went to the body with the right hand. That's Fox. Here come a lead right hook from Morrell, tried to come back with the left hand. Came back with the left hand again. Came back with like a 2-1 combination. Here come a jab from Fox, and nigga I take it up, push him to the ropes, ripping shots to the body, put hands to the head, coming back with something on his head. That's Morrell. Fox had to grab the motherfucking time up. It's 54 seconds left to go in the round. Short left hand for Morrell, then they got taken up. Accidental head clash. Morrell is out there grimacing and shit because of the head clash. They touch gloves for sportsmanship. Say, don't worry about it. And here come Morrell over the step of the Fox right now. Fox stepped in with a jab with his ass. Then they got the lead for dominance. Dance back on it. Say he's gonna let the motherfucker come to him. Jab right here from Fox inside the head. Morrell got both his hands down. He was southpaw, then he back in the orthodox stand. Now he's southpaw again. Stepped in with a jab. Check hook upside the head from Fox. Then he stepped back in the ring. Here come Morrell stepping to Fox right now. Fox tried to throw a throwaway shot out there to distract him, and he came back with a straight right hand. I don't think he landed clean though. 2-punch combination from Fox going to the back to the right hand. Then they got tangled up once again. Referee about to gonna break him. It's 15 seconds left to go in the round. All right, now here come Morrell stepping to Fox. Fox giving up some ground. He gets ground. Said he gonna let this motherfucker come to him. He gonna box him. All right, Morrell tried to cut the ring off on Fox. Looping left hand, came back the right hook. He hurt Fox with that shit. Put hands on it. 1, 2, 3 combination. Then they got tangled up. Ripping shots to the body. Back and step with 2 more shots. And this ended that round. What you think about that first round, bro?
Shit, I think Malignaggi probably hit harder than Fox. No, but I think Morrell was letting the more cleaner, effective shots, man. He got a lot of clean shots in throughout the round. That last one was just probably the cleanest because it did look effective. It looked like he did a little dance. Fox did a little dance. Fox was able to touch Morrell, but it wasn't nothing to win no round. Man, I gotta give Morrell the round.
All right, we got 1-0 for Morrell. Appreciate the message Frogs in the chat, man. Square business. The boxing king archive, salute to you. Said my wife said you sound like you rapping the boxing match. She loving what you're doing. Definitely appreciate you and appreciate your wife too. D-Lo said if anyone needs to know about the frogs and whales, it's because everyone knows that baby whales grow in the frogs. If a frog drinks from their water, yeah. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. We getting appreciate it for everybody. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I know we mainly family in here, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta throw it out there every now and then. We're getting ready and going to the second round. Let me get a little bit more water. All right, Fox step out there real energetic. Stepped in with the jab. Tried to reset, stepped in with the double jab. This time he snuck it right up the middle on Morrell. Right? Morrell stepped in with the jab to the body from the southpaw stand to Morrell. Fox came back with the jab by Morrell, and Fox stepped back in the range. 2-3 combination for Fox, and they got taken up. Morrell just rolled into the ropes, trying to get free. Fox got the clamps on the man. The referee just came and broke and win the second round. Like, here come a jab from Alantez Fox over the top, and he came back with something. Then they got taken up. Double right hook, left hand right hook on his ass from Morrell. Tried to light Fox ass up with that shit. Then he stepped in the rail. Morrell giving up some ground. Lead up hand from Fox, and they got from Morrell. Then they got taken up. My bad. All right, Fox trying to go to the body with the right hand in the midst of the clinch a little bit. The referee about to come break him. It's 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go around. Let me turn this TV a little bit. All right, now here come Morrell stepping to Fox. Fox touched with the jab. Morrell came back with the jab of his own. Lead up hook type pump from Alantez Fox, but he missed it. And he came back with the jab this time. Shot up the came back with the jab again. That's Fox. Came back with a 2-3 combination, but he took a left hand from Morrell. Morrell tried to ring up. He right to the bite from Morrell. He came back with the 4. Then they got tangled up. Fox is trying to lean on him and get physical. They both themselves, and the referee needed. Here come Morrell trying to touch with the jab from the southpaw stand. Loop it up hand from Morrell. Fox tried to duck up under it. That's kind of dumb because you're 6'5". It's hard to duck under the hook when you're 6'5". Lead up hook from Fox. 2-3, 2-4. Came back with some more shit on his ass. That's Morrell trying to light him up. Looping up hand from Morrell. It was like a 45-degree type punch, half hook and half uppercut. And he trying to put the hook on his ass in the midst of the clinch. He had Fox in the headlock. The referee just came and broke him. He submitted in 24 seconds left to go around. And here come Morrell stepping to Fox. Fox giving up some ground. Said he gonna box this motherfucker and try to be slick and smooth on the outskirts of the ring. Morrell trying to find him with the jab. He got his defense real relaxed right now, trying to cut the ring off on Fox. Fox stepped in with the jab. He almost stepped on his foot and got off balance a little bit. 3-2 tight combination from Fox, trying to walk off from Morrell. Morrell said, where you going? Trying to catch him with a double jab with the left hand. Then they got taken up. All right. Rabbit punch from Alantez Fox in the midst of the clinch. It's a minute left to go around. The referee just broke him. Now here come Morrell stepping to Fox. Got his hands up good. Right hook on his ass from Morrell. 3-2-3 combination. He got the motherfucker Fox in trouble on the run a little bit. Loop it left hand. Then he got Fox in the headlock. All right, they tanking up a little bit, jockeying for position. Referee about to come break him. It's 43 seconds left to go around. Morrell flashed, smiled at the motherfucker, showing bravado. He over the step of the fight. Lead up hand from Morrell. Trying to come back with some more shit. Hard right hook. Chop it left hand. Trying to come back with something. Then they got tangled up. Fox trying to go to the body in the midst of the clinch. Back and start with the left hook on his ass from the orthodox stand. That's Fox. Hard right into the body. He coming back with some hard shots on his ass. That's Morrell. Fox is out there trying to survive. That motherfucker, the rail with a hard right uppercut straight up the middle, straight up Martin Luther King Boulevard. Short left uppercut from Alantez Fox. He over the jockeying for position with this motherfucker Morrell. The referee just came and broke him. We got 10 seconds left to go around. Still jab from Morrell and snapped the head back from the southpaw stance. He over the stepping to Fox. Fox with a 2-punch combination. Came back with the jab, looped the right hand around the guard, then he walked off on Morrell. Then he got to the dorsal side and came back with the right hand on his head. That's Alantez Fox to end the round. What you think, bro?
Shit, I think Fox is up in there fighting for his life, man. Morrell trying to land some motherfucking hard shots, man. He did catch him and clipped him, had him doing a little dance, but all throughout the round, I think Morrell was landing the more cleaner, effective shots in Morrell round.
I'm not saying they the same type of fighter, but Morrell kind of remind me of Esri Laura as far as his energy. They both Cuban southpaws with mobility and skills. I understand that. But just looking at the energy, the way he be smiling and laughing, it just kind of remind me of Esri Laura. Appreciate the mess of fraud from y'all, man. Salute to my boy Warzone. Say salute MARLO'S Corner Trace in the chat. Just finished the UFC live, man. Y'all subscribe to my man. D-Lo said Fox didn't do it for the DMV. Y'all subscribe to my boy D-Lo too, man. Appreciate it for everybody. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Getting ready for the third round. Okay, they got the split screen shit up. Y'all know I don't like that, but they showing the replay. Yeah, hard right hook from Morrell. He hurt that motherfucker with that shit. Okay, we're in the second round. All right, they looking like some fences in front of each other right now. Looking like Brockton against James Figg or something. You know what I'm saying? All right, Morrell said he gonna get out there and box and touch with jab. Right here to the body from Fox. Jab right here from Fox again, and he got up out of there. All right, Morrell said, where you going? He over the 7 to him. Fox just spit the guard with the jab from the orthodox stand. Head moving the shit from Morrell. He's just trying to walk in the front door on Fox. Double jab right here from Fox, and he came back with the jab again. Said, I'm a soldier out here. Lead up hook from Fox, and he came back with the right hand straight up the middle on his ass. That's Fox. Stepped in with the jab, but it got slipped by Morrell this time. And Morrell starts counter right hook over the top of the jab for Morrell, and Fox just went down, but the referee just ruled that a slip. That almost remind me of what Tank Davis put on Pitbull Cruz last week when the referee did not count that as a knockdown. But action back in the way. Head moving and shit from Morrell, getting down low, trying to make himself a smaller target. Got his hands good. Jab right hand from Fox. I don't think he landed clean, but he backed him up. Then he tried to walk off on Morrell. Morrell stepped in with something. Almost took a jab from Fox. Jab to the body from Fox so he can get Morrell to get out that high guard. 3-2 combination from Morrell and came back with the hook, but Fox walked off on a real nonchalant, real cool and calm. And he stepped in with the jab. Came back with a 1-2-3 combination, got back on the jab. Right hook to the body from Morrell, trying to cut the ring off on Fox. Fox said he gonna move and groove, jab right hand. Right hook to the body from Morrell, trying to come back with something. Cut a hard right hook on his ass from Morrell as Fox was trying to exit the clinch. Then Morrell came on top of the lead hand with the right hook, stepped in with the double jab left into the body, tried to come back with something, tripling up on the uppercut in the midst of the clinch. Alantez Fox looking at the referee because he wants some assistance. The referee says, shit, I can help you with the boxing match, but I can't help you with the ass lit up out here. All right, now here come Morrell. He had put some more shots on him too. I was over here running my mouth. Right hand left hook on his ass from Fox. It might have been a jab, but the hook off the jab. Here come a 3-punch combination from Morrell, ended with the left hand. Lead up hand from Morrell, then they got tanked up. All right. The referee just came and broke him and submitted in 7 seconds left to going around. Morrell came on top of the jab, but the jab was only went to the bite with the jab. Here was a jab from Fox. Left hand from Morrell, but he barely missed it though. Morrell in the orthodox stance, he been southpaw. Here comes a double jab from Fox. Counter right hand over top of the jab from Fox. Morrell came up with something. Still jab from Fox. Morrell still in the orthodox stand. Jab to the corner of the rib cage from Fox, and he stepped back in the range of Morrell. Jab to the bite from Morrell. He back in the southpaw stand. Doubled up on the left hand, came back the right hand, chopped the left hand inside the head. 6-3 combination, and he came back with the 5 on his ass. Then they got taken up. All right? That motherfucker, Alantez Fox, trying to hold on to this motherfucker right now. He got the clamps on him. Referee taking a close look. Right hand to the body from Fox in the midst of the clinch. Referee just came and broke him. It's 27 seconds left to go around. This motherfucker Morrell damn near skipping, jogging to the motherfucker. Flash a smile at him, showing bravado, said he having fun. Fox stepped in with the jab. Looped the right hand around the guard, and he came back with the jab again. That's Alantez Fox. Morrell said, where you going? Crouching tiger, hitting dragon. He looking for an opening on Alantez Fox. Alantez Fox said he gonna reset it. He came back with the jab. Jab to the body from Alantez Fox. I don't think he landed clean though. Morrell flashed a smile at the motherfucker. He stepped back at the range. Fox with a double jab. He got the lead for dominance. And it's into that round. What you think, bro?
Shit, as good as this is a closer round than the other ones, man. But still, that is not effective. It's definitely not effective. And somehow, some way, Morrell just seemed in control, even with the activity from Fox, the tapping activity. And I think Fox got hurt again in this round. I gotta edge that round out for Morrell.
I'm with you. Appreciate the message frauds in the chat, man. This fight is a little bit better than what I was anticipating, man. I gotta be honest. I was interested in what Morrell was gonna do, but I didn't think it was gonna be fun to call. So I'm pleasantly surprised, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely appreciate the message fraud from y'all. This shit like tonic for my aching body. You get a little bit of water. Okay, we're getting ready for the 4th round. It's been a shutout so far on our official MARLO'S corner scorecard for Morrell. And it looked like he's showing me a little bit more than his last fight too. So it looked like Ronnie Shields, he's doing a pretty good job with this guy. All right, here we go. Morrell stepping to him. He kind of squared up. He in the high guard. All right. Alantez Fox, he want to ask for the ring shot a little faint of Morrell, but Morrell stayed at home. Lead up, hook around the guard from Alantez Fox. Try to come back with the jab, but he didn't commit to the jab. Came back with a double jab right hand to the chest area from Fox. Jab right hand from Fox, but he hit the glove with the shit. Morrell flashed and smiled at the motherfucker, grinning like a jack-o'-lantern. Jab right hand to the body from Fox. 1-2-3 combination from Fox. Came back with the jab again. Lead right hook from Morrell, but Fox ducked up under it. I said he was too tall for this shit, but he pulled it off successfully that time. Jab right hand from Morrell. Counter right hook to the body from Fox. I think the referee might have told him to keep the hands up. Double jab left hand to the body from Fox. Accidental head clash, and Morrell is out there grimacing and shit, but he told the referee, nah, I'm cool. Don't even worry about this shit. I'm about to put them bees on his ass for that. Lead right hook type pump from Morrell, but Fox ducked up under it again. Then they got taken up. Both of them jockeying for position. All right. Both of sneaky left hand right hook on his ass from Morrell and knocked him out balance. Left uppercut from Morrell. Got him in the corner. Chopping left hand to the body from Morrell. Then they got taken up. Referee better come break him. Morrell is trying to resist the clear. Hard left hand in the midst of the clear for Morrell. And Alantez Fox went down. That shades of Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. You got to stay focused in the midst of the clinch. The referee about to come break you, but you got to stay focused, man, because the motherfucker might hit you with a left hand, especially when you're going against a southpaw, because it can come from an angle that you're not expecting. All right, here come Morrell, touch with the jab, shot the left hand, they got the motherfucker doing the sauce out there. Loop left hand, came back the right hook, double left hook, left uppercut, came back the right hook on his ass. He got just set that in his own full punch combination. Hard left hand, came back the hook. That motherfucker, Alantez Fox, damn looked like he was asleep on his feet. He hit him with the left hand and woke him up with the right hook. Hard left uppercut, and he came back the right hook on his ass. Morrell, 5-2 combination, looping up hand on his ass. He trying to light Fox up. Hard left hand from Morrell. He getting physical with him. The referee taking a close look at Morrell. You got to show me something, son. He even hooking. He came back the right uppercut. That's that Mike Tyson shit. They in the clinch and he trying to work the free hand. The ref called it off. Who's the boss? It looked like they done threw the towel in.
Hey, Macarena. Hey, Macarena. This nigga doing the Macarena.
What you think about that round? What you think about the performance, bro?
Man, I think what's the name exploded, and he made a quick. If you notice, he made a quick motherfucking adjustment to that little dirty ass holding and shit. He said, "Fuck all that shit." He gonna throw some slick ass hard punches on this nigga next time he hold. And that motherfucker, that shit worked because it definitely started the downfall of Fox's journey in this fight, man. It ended it. It was a start to an end right there. But he landed some hard, clean, effective punches throughout the fight. It was only a matter of time. He got to stop it. That was a good stop.
I agree with you. I think it was about to get real ugly. But I'm gonna say that I was pretty impressed with Morrell because of his opponent tonight. I got respect for Alantez Fox. And plus, when I looked at Morrell tonight, I didn't think that he was like had an amateur style. Because like a lot of the time when you see like the good amateurs, especially from Cuba, they don't fight like pros, especially when you only got like 5 fights. He looked like a pro to me tonight. And the main thing that stood out to me is the way he was resisting the clinch. A lot of the amateur type of styles, they don't resist the clinch. They accept the clinch. Think about Robson Conceicao when he fought against Oscar Valdez and the way he was accepting that clinch from Valdez. This guy was fighting against the clinch so he can continue his work, and he was landing hard shots. I like that. That looked like some pro style type shit to me, man. So I like what he did tonight. El said this Morrell is a cocky son of a bitch, and I like it. I like it too. El said I want Fox to at least give him some work. Derek Beatty, throw in a towel. Free your mom. What's up with it? Say salute to everybody in the corner. I'm not able to watch, eating, and bouncing. That's it. It's all good, man. You know we're going to hold you down. El said throw in the damn towel. Pecos Bill say great calling tonight, X-Man. Definitely appreciate you. Lala D said the ref called it off. Who's the boss? J.A. say damn. El said Morrell movement remind me of Canelo. Remind you of Canelo, huh? J.A. say good effort by Fox. Morrell nice. Ronnie Shields going to work on that jab. Well, you know, it's going to be kind of hard for him to get like a straight, great jab because he's a southpaw going against orthodox fighters. That's kind of rare. Like if you think about Earl Spence, because Earl Spence was a southpaw and he got a great jab. That's actually pretty rare for the southpaws to have a great jab like that. Lala D say, hey, maybe we can get Benavidez versus Morrell. I think they talking about Benavidez fighting against the guy from Canada, David Lemieux. They talking about him fighting David Lemieux next. Man, appreciate that super chat from my boy Gil Coles, 100.
Most definitely appreciate you, bro.
El said Fox pissed me off in the corner. If only he gave the same energy in the ring. I didn't like him doing all that hugging and shit after the fight. That's one thing I can't stand when fighters do. Like if you think about when Tony Bellew, when he got knocked out against Usyk, and after the fight he was all in Usyk's face, kissing him and telling him how great he was and all that kind of shit. Man, you got your ass whooped. Go on to the locker room. Ain't nobody trying to see you in here with no bromance after you got your ass knocked out. And I didn't like seeing Alantez Fox doing all that. I know it's good to show sportsmanship, but you ain't got to hug and put a hickey on his neck because he went out there and beat you. You know what I'm saying? Let's behave like fighters around here. Warzone said that boy can fight. Great call, Trey Marlo. Need more Uncle Nephew episode. Yeah, we ain't been on that in a while. The last one we did, man, didn't nobody watch the motherfucker. We put a whole bunch of effort into making a cartoon. Didn't nobody watch the shit. Eric Carson, nice call. I was able to listen while running on the treadmill. Good shit, man. Definitely appreciate you. Appreciate you pulling up, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all tell me in the chat though, man, what's y'all thoughts about Eric Morrell? What y'all think his ceiling is? We're gonna start with you, bro. What you think about this guy? How far do you think he can go with his career?
Shit, I think he can go pretty far, man. But I think his defense is gonna be a problem once he gets to that elite level. If he, when he starts getting touched, you know what I'm saying? I want to see how that shit gonna affect him. Fox wasn't really landing nothing hard. He didn't really respect nothing Fox had. You know what I'm saying? But I think his ceiling very high. He got power. He tough as a motherfucker. He seems sharp. Pretty decent IQ to make adjustments off the fly. You know what I'm saying? Just off the fly. He made a quick adjustment to all that holding shit. He was being cool at first. You know what I'm saying? Then he got mean. And when he got mean, you know what I'm saying? That's when I guess you know what I'm saying, he was at his best or at his strongest or whatever you want to say. But I think he definitely got a pretty high ceiling. He already a champion with 5 fights.
And that's pro style when you ain't being too kind on the inside. I like that. Appreciate the super chat from Lala D. She said 22 for me and Gil. Salute to the Kona, goddamn me.
Goddamn me. Appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, but I want to go back and see if Morrell is a true left-handed fighter because most of his shots got a loop on it. And like if you right-handed, get up right now and try to throw a straight left hand if you right-handed. Get in the southpaw stance and try to throw a straight left hand. It's not easy to do. And try to throw a looping left hand from the southpaw stance. You're going to find that's a lot easier. So when I see fighters like him and even Andre, the way that they throw them looping shots and not really throwing them straight, that make me think that he's not a true southpaw. He really a right-handed fighter that converted to being southpaw. And tonight he actually switched in the fight. He went from southpaw to orthodox. So that's giving me a little indication that he might not truly be left-handed. He might be right-handed. So that's something that I'm gonna keep an eye out for. Appreciate that super chat from King of King Boxing. Salute to you, bro. Square business.
Salute. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. Well, man, Henry Boston said no hickeys in boxing. No, man, it's good to show some sportsmanship, man, but some people be taking that shit too far. You know what I'm saying? D'Lo said, what was that cartoon about? The last one I found was Unc talking about fight Mike Tyson. That's the one. That's the one. We were talking about the best at lightweight. I remember you had came through because you had left a comment and shit. Right as the champ said Morrell could be a future world champ. I think he could be a future world champ too, bro. Warzone said Morrell can go pretty far, but it's no rush. Like his composure in the ring. Well, you know he got the amateur background, man. They done already put him on like a fast track. He already won a minor belt, and he just fought Alantez Fox in his sixth professional fight. That's pad. So it looked like they are trying to rush him. They got him on the fast track right now because of his amateur background. Standard Claw. Welcome to the gym. Said Morrell is a dirty ass fighter. I like that everyone is ignoring that. What did he do that was dirty? Elaborate. I don't like when people come in and just say some shit like that and don't even say what you're talking about. Be specific.
I didn't see shit dirty. Hey, Warzone in the super chat. Appreciate you, bro.
Square business. Appreciate that shit.
I ain't see him do shit dirty.
I saw Alantez Fox hit him with a couple of rabbit punches in the midst of the clinch. I thought Morrell kept it pretty clean. Wrong with you on that. I thought he kept it clean. Henry Boston said Morrell definitely has the amateur background, which I know you value. I think he's got the goods, not food go. I'm with you on that, bro. I like his confidence and shit too. Like my boy El Fenici said, he like that arrogance he got. I don't like arrogance to be over the top to where you feel like you know everything and you can't get better. But I do like having that unshakable confidence. That's one thing I had liked about Devin Haney. When he got hurt against Linares, they asked him about it. They said, "Did you get hurt?" Devin Haney said, "No, I ain't get hurt." He said, "I wasn't even hurt. We clearly saw this man get hurt, but he don't give a fuck. I ain't get hurt. I'm not about to admit that to you."
That remind me of Bud when they asked him about the knockdown versus Mean Machine. He said, "What you talking about? I don't remember
that." Yeah. That's that pride, man. That's that pride. We ain't gonna give it to you. La D, okay, said she didn't see that shit either. El said, I think the sky's the limit, Marlo. Right? He took a few shots he didn't see. He needs to tighten up that defense. I like the way he uses elbows and close. He was dirty, but he uses it effective. Okay, so L said he agreed. He said the motherfucker was kind of dirty with his elbow. Appreciate that super chat from the Voice of Reason. That's D-Lo 404 Boxing. Y'all subscribe to his channel, man. That's the Voice of Reason. We don't call him that for nothing.
Appreciate you, bro.
I hope I kicked your ass in that Chan Ross this week too. Keiko's Bill said I got to go check it out. Yeah, man. Marlo had dropped the poster for the cartoon, our last cartoon. It's been a little while, man, but I thought it was a pretty funny episode. D-Lo said, Trey, it seems that many of the Cuban pros are lefty. I kind of feel that many are just trained that way, but maybe not. I think they are. A lot of the great Cubans, you think about Rigondeaux, we think about Ortiz, this guy Morrell, Esrelandi Laurel. I think a lot of them are converted southpaws. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just got their train of thought that since you throw the most punches with your lead hand, let's put your dominant hand in the front. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of good shit that can come from that. I actually come from the opposite school. They used to take naturally left-handed fighters and they would turn them into orthodox fighters. Think about Andre Ward. Think about Oscar De La Hoya. And the reason that you do that is also you can get that dominant hand in the front, but you can also get fights. People don't want to fight southpaws. So for the most part, people try to convert you to orthodox fighters so you can get fights instead of converting you into a southpaw to where everybody wants to avoid you. Because in the history of boxing, if you were a slick mobile southpaw, you are the president of the Who Needs Some Club. You know what I'm saying? L said, I saw it. Hold on. I saw it. I liked the way he was physical on the inside, elbows pushing down on the sides. I saw it. Yeah, shit, I like that too. You know, Anthony Joshua can learn from that going against Usyk. But I will say, man, I have saw some clips of Anthony Joshua. He been working on his physicality. But I think it's a place in boxing for that, man, because if you go back to the origin of boxing, I'm talking about like to the beginning, like the Brockton rules and shit, James Feig and all of that. Boxing wasn't just about throwing punches. They was holding, they was throwing each other on the ground, they were holding and hitting. That's the origin of this sport. And I do like the transition to where we are now, but I just feel like you can't get all the way away from the original. You cannot take all the physicality out of this sport. It's a place for it. You know what I'm saying? Lala D said, I was telling Santa Claus, I know, I agree with you. Henry Boston said, Haney is fool's gold, and I can't wait till his metal gets tested. He said, he think Haney is straight fool's gold out there. King of Kings said, how the fuck is Morrell the WBA champ? I thought it was Canelo's belt. WBA is bullshit. He won a minor belt in like his third fight, bro. I think it was his third fight. It was either, I think it was his third fight. They gave him a minor belt. Because I guess if he would have won it in the second fight, I was thinking that he might have been breaking this guy named Sansex Manzurian's record, because Sansex Manzurian and Lomachenko, they are tied for the record for the fastest championship in the least amount of fights. But since this was a minor belt, this wouldn't even conflict with that. So it was either 2 or 3 fights for Morrell. D-Lo said it's very likely. I didn't feel good about my picks this week, man. I would feel good if it wasn't for that one pick, man. Gongora and LaRon Richards. L said Morrell was dirty. It was quick and was very sneaky. How Fury does, but faster. I enjoy a little dirty, but that's just me. I'm with you on that, bro. We can't take all the physicality out this sport. It's just like trying to take all the physicality out of football. What y'all gonna do? Play flag? You know what I'm saying? Hell, if you take all the physicality out of boxing, what they gonna do? Slap box? It's a place for this shit. Lala D said Ward was a lefty. Yeah, that's why I had used him as an example. He was a converted southpaw. Well, he a converted orthodox fighter, I should say. D-Lo say, yep, and president of the Who Has He Fought Club as well. And those go hand in hand. Once you become president of the Who Needs Some Club, you also become the president of the Who Have You Fought Club, because don't nobody want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Lala D said, now is the age of the switch hitter. More than before, it seemed. Oh, yeah, most definitely. We even got fucking heavyweight switch hit. Jared Anderson out there switch hitting. Y'all tell me, do y'all know another heavyweight, good heavyweight fighter that switches? I know I can think of one right now. What's the name of the Nordic Nightmare that fought against that bald-headed guy from New York? The one that I said was like a sub novice, and he went out there and got beat by the Nordic Nightmare. Hellenius, Robert Hellenius. He was a switch hitter. He went from Southpaw to Orthodox. Can y'all tell me some other heavyweights that are switch hitters? Because I even see the heavyweights doing it now, nigga. That's some new shit. Eli Zachary said that's like taking a bump and run out of football. You can't take the physicality and strategic technique out of boxing. I'm with you on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I like that Mel Blunt type shit. Get out there and jam the receivers up on the line. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit. I like that physicality. King of Kings said they did Tyson like that. I believe he's a lefty. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So we can get him some fights. Because if we keep him as a southpaw, people gonna want to avoid him. D-Lo said all this talk about stances, etc., got me thinking about some of my favorites in Chad Dawson and Andre Darrell, two good ass southpaws. I think Darrell is a southpaw. I might be wrong about that though. Eli Zachary laughed, talking, you said it as I typed it. I got you. Eli Zachary talking about Frank Sanchez. Frank Sanchez, it seemed like I did see him switch against F.A. Jabba. I think he switched against F.A. and he threw the jab and the loop of left hand around the guard from the southpaw stance. I think you're right about that, bro. Big boy boxing salute to you. Talking about Robert Hellenius is the Nordic Nightmare that I was trying to think about. Appreciate that. He was out there switch hitting and shit on what's the name of the guy that he beat? What's the name of the guy from New York that the Nordic Nightmare beat? The guy that's bald headed.
The Polish Hammer.
Your name?
I said the Polish Hammer.
I know that's his nickname.
Yeah.
I can't think of his real name for some reason. That shit is not coming to my mind, man. Y'all know I'm terrible with names, though. Big boy boxing, Jared Anderson and Tyson Fury. I forgot about Tyson Fury. Appreciate that shit, y'all. Adam Kanacki. Yeah, Adam Kanacki, man. Appreciate that. But yeah, I forgot about Tyson Fury. So we got motherfucker that's 6'9", 270 out there switch hitting. Like, this got to be a new day. And I haven't seen nobody put no historical heavyweights that switch hit. I can't think of now. The Boxing King archives at Tracy Usyk, Tyson Fury weight switch hitter. Is Usyk and Tyson Fury heavyweight switch hitter? Well, I seen it in Tyson Fury. I haven't seen it from Usyk though. But I will admit I've only watched about maybe half a dozen Usyk fights. So it's a chance that he might have switched in one of them fights, but I haven't seen it with my own eyes. D-Lo said bump and run. I haven't heard that in years. Yeah, that shit do seem kind of foreign. But I will say this though. I've been doing a lot of complaining about the football taking the defense out of fighting. And I said last year, the team that was ranked number 1 in defense, and that was the Rams. If you go back to 2013, they would have been ranked number 10. And I thought that was a big drop. I got to say, this year the defense is coming back a little bit. I looked at the numbers, and I saw 4 teams that was under 0.3 points per play. And that showed me that they out there playing a little defense. You know what I'm saying? So I was real happy to see that shit, man. They allowing them people to play a little bit of defense again. Bush guy said Jack Johnson was doing a lot of rushing and pushing in his fights, and he's one of the greatest. He was doing a lot of roughing. Oh, roughing. I don't know why I said rushing, but roughing and pushing in fight. Whatever, that was the style that they used back then. Like if you go look at Sam Langford, if you look at Joe Jeanette, they got some of their fights on YouTube. They did a lot of holding and pushing and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a time that they come from. D-Lo said, Baby Huey, yeah. L said, yeah, bump and run equals press coverage. Salute to the South Oak Cliff, SOC, 5A state championship on them boys, goddamn. They won it this year? I ain't even know nothing about that shit, man. Shout out to SOC. La D said, I'm 37 seconds behind, thinking I'm typing something first. Big boy boxer said, Huey Fury does it too. So Huey Fury, I guess that kind of makes sense since he got a cousin that go out there and switch and he's been around. So I can see them going out there doing that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, this is a time where you got the big fighters that's kind of fighting like smaller fighters. I had talked about how I said it first. I'm going to go ahead and say that. But afterwards, Andre Ward said that he felt like Jared Anderson fight like a 168 pounder. You know what I'm saying? But I said it first, though. But hey, this is the time that we're living in. We got big men that's fighting like smaller men. So we looking at the smaller men like Terrence Crawford and Jerron Bruce Ennis and even Emmanuel Navarrete. If we sit here long enough, I promise you, we can think of 12 fighters that switch. if we sit here long enough. And that's what they seeing. The fight game is switching now, so even the heavyweights doing it. D'Lo said Darrell started as a southpaw, then became a switch hitter. I think Chad was a converted lefty. Okay. Henry Boston said Michael Moore fought southpaw, and his right hand was his strong hand. He wouldn't exactly switch it over, but he would square his stance up during heavy exchanges and did it pretty good. And that's one of the dangers of switch hitting. D'Lo be talking about this shit all the time because that's one thing that he got against Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis is a hell of a switch hitter, but he gets confused and he gets stuck between stances sometimes. He ain't all the way southpaw. He ain't all the way orthodox. He's sponged by square pants. And that opens up your stance to where it gives your opponent more of a surface area to land body shots. And that also remind me of when I look at the older fighters. It started with Joe Gans, and then it went down to Sam Langford. And they got footage of this on YouTube. What they would do is that they would stiff arm you with their lead hand, and they would hit you on your shoulder to try to open up your guard and increase your surface area. Then they'll go to the body with the right hand. I don't really see that in boxing no more, and I think that's something that they need to bring back. Force your opponent to present you a bigger target than what they wanted to. They want to be at an angle. You open up that angle and square them up with that stiff arm. Then you go to the body with the right hand. I think that's a hell of a weapon, and they don't even do it no more. Eli Zachary said, did Duncanville pull it off too? I have no idea, man. The last championship I know was Garland, because Garland won the championship. I think it was either 99 or 2000, the Garland Owls 5A championship. That's the last one I remember. El Fenici said, yes, sir. Lala D said Shakur too. I don't know. I don't think Shakur converted because I see Shakur throwing that straight left hand. That's one thing. And it's not going to be all the way across the board because, like I said earlier, Andre Ward is a converted orthodox fighter, but he can throw that right hand straight. Most of the time when you see a converted fighter, they can't throw that weak hand straight. They loop it. Shakur Stevenson, he throws it straight. He don't loop it. So that makes me think that he might be a natural left-handed fighter. Big Boy Boxing said Kubrat Pulev is actually left-handed, but fights orthodox, and that's why he had such a good jab. That makes sense what you said, because we think about the benefits of being a switch hitter, but it actually hurts you on defense because you're not used to the punches coming from that particular angle. You will have much better defense in your original stance. So looking at Kubrat Pulev, if he is naturally left-handed and he fighting orthodox, I can see why his defense struggles. And he needs to close his guard up. Stop spreading your hands so wide where they throwing that right hand straight up the middle. El Fenici said, not sure about Duncanville. I'm from the Clip. I damn sure wouldn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Well, hey, bro, you want to go ahead and shut it down? I'm going to try to come back with this trivia, man, on Monday. I already got it rolled out.
Hell yeah. No, I just put in 10.
Yeah, motherfucker Marlo been up since 5 this morning, man, so we're going to go ahead and shut it down. Definitely appreciate everybody coming through, checking out this minor fight. I got to go look at the schedule, man, and see who fight next, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in writing, put it in stone. I'm coming back with this trivia on Monday because I've been meaning to get this shit out and get this shit done. We're going to stop procrastinating around here. But definitely appreciate all y'all, man. I got much love for you. I ain't going to talk you to death. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Eli Zachary said Garland had a cold-ass team. I don't think I recognize them guys, but the one the main one that I knew was Charvo Hunt, and that's the little cousin of the guy that we was talking about last time. And I gotta say this too, man, before we leave. I gotta tell you about how my nigga did us, man. He had a dog named Johnny Taylor, and his dog fought at 39 pounds. He was a straight up killer. Well, I ain't gonna say he was a killer, but he was already like a 2-time winner. So he took him to Houston so the motherfucker could fight. They got him in a pen, and the lights was kind of fucked up to where the lights was shining right in his face. So whenever they would scratch the dog wouldn't move. But when the other dog hit him, he'll start whooping the dog ass. But he ended up still losing the fight because he didn't scratch 3 times. So instead of killing the dog, my nigga let us have the dog. We happy as hell to have the dog. And he, like I said, he was a killer. So we all at school telling everybody, nigga, we got us a dog. We got a dog. So one day he tell us, he say, hey, y'all got some money? We said, what you talking about? He said, hey, we need some money so we can feed this dog. I don't feed no curs. So we were like, God damn. And he was like, hey, I'm going to run him through everything in the yard today. So he made the dog go through every fucking dog in the yard to fight for his life. He got all the way through some killers. He got to the very last dog. This dog named Bazooka. I mean Sensei. He was a straight up head dog. And he went out there and chewed my nigga to death, killed the fucking dog, man. Had us all out there crying like a motherfucker. I'm talking about we 17 years old. We out there crying real tears over a dog that just got killed. Boy, that's a tough ass game. But I ain't gonna talk y'all to death, man. Salute to everybody. Much love to you.
Yeah, I already know, man. Appreciate y'all, man, for coming through, fucking with us every day. Every time we fire this motherfucker up, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's all love, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Until next time, we're going to definitely see y'all on Monday. Till next time, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls, the fuck out my gym.
You heard him. Yeah.